Sportscasters recipients for Best Sports Coverage, Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, with tonight's contest on News Radio WGNS.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Friday night backyard brawl tonight here at Riverdale High School. It's a battle between the Blackman Blaze and the Riverdale Warriors. And it is senior night here at Riverdale, and they're doing the middle of the presentation right now. I'm John Dinkins along with Rod Edwards, where tonight we will give the play-by-play story of the Blackman and Riverdale game here on WGNS State Farm Prep Football. And it's sponsored by, tonight, as always, the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. Rod Edwards joins me. Brian will be joining us later. And, Rod, a big night for Riverdale. It's senior night, and I know they want to do well. But we've also got two brothers. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but two brothers playing each other. But it's not the first time they've met. I mean, this is not the first time they've had to battle each other, but it's the first time that they locally have met.
Right. And you could call it the Kreisky Twins backyard brawl.
Well, I think I have actually heard it called the Kreisky Bowl, really. I think I have, yeah.
Be adding to it, though, so that adds a little extra to it. Principal Miss Blair had a shirt that had the two figures and their colors of their teams, their bald heads, and
good-looking boys.
Yeah,
good-looking boys. And what I think is going to be Blackman in a little bit of a rebuilding year. However, they've played better the last few weeks, and he's got them in the right direction. And, of course, Will is trying to get Riverdale to that final game against Oakland undefeated. So it's a lot at stake here tonight in the backyard brawl. When we come back, it's time. We will have the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup as this primetime sports countdown to kickoff continues, sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
Online at rayburn.net.
Roscoe Brown is this area's leading provider of home indoor air quality products and services. Back in 1940, Roscoe Brown started this family business with a goal of treating customers like family. Over 80 years later, that commitment continues. If you're new to town, ask Roscoe Brown to do a checkup on your HVAC and plumbing systems. It'll make a difference. Call Roscoe Brown and schedule a checkup today.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort in our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life.
Mills Family Pharmacy has served Murfreesboro and surrounding communities for nearly 2 decades.
From a simple prescription refill, an over-the-counter remedy, to a compounded prescription, Mills Family Pharmacy can help.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. Come on down and see us. We're located next to Toot South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro. We'd love to have you.
At Mills, we also offer a medication delivery service. Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
And welcome back to the Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. And it's time now for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Rick's Barbecue has quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, chicken, and beef the best flavor. Also, be sure to try other favorites like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive off South Church Street. And we can vouch for that tonight, Rod, because we have had a hearty helping of Rick's Barbecue tonight.
Yes, very good, and I was surprised. Their fries are excellent.
I didn't know that, did you?
No.
Well, I stuck with the standard baked potato, which I'm extremely happy about. We've got some games to talk about tonight, Rod, and we'll start off with a big one at Smyrna tonight between Stewart's Creek, the Red Hawks, 5-2, 1-1 in the region. At Smyrna, 3-4, 2-0.
Like you said, a really big one. This probably is the toughest game they each have for the rest of the season. It's going to determine probably who's going to get second or first, somewhere in that area. Now, Stewart's Creek has lost to Antioch. Smyrna's yet to play them. Antioch's undefeated, but there's a lot on the line, and the Mayor's Cup is on the line tonight.
Exactly. Stewart's Creek has not beaten Smyrna. Smyrna's won all 10 of their meetings. And the Bulldogs have won 3 in a row, which after an 0-4 start, in which we kind of thought that Coach Williams would get them turned around a little bit, and he has. And a Red Hawks win creates a tie for second. Stewart's Creek's offense has gone through talented seniors Kenny Jordan and Javarian Otay, while Smyrna has relied on a stout defense, which stepped up in a 17-14 win over East Nashville. I don't think Smyrna's going to score a lot of points, but Stewart's Creek is going to have to score probably at least 17.
Yes, they've got to work for it. We know that 2 weeks ago, Smyrna beat East Nashville, a highly rated team, very strong offense. They held them to 14, so it's going to be really a tough physical game tonight.
Coffee County goes to Oakland, 1-6 against Oakland, 6-1. I don't think there's any doubt that this is going to probably be an easy one for Oakland tonight.
No, it isn't, and it's strange that it's going to be the Channel 30 game of the week on TV. You're going to lose the people by halftime anyway.
And the Patriots have gotten healthy. That's another thing you got to think about. And they've got a combined 1,700 yards and 25 touchdowns from running backs Ashton Jones and DeJuan Morris. The Raiders have scored 7 points combined over their past 4 games. So, not going to look good, I don't think, tonight.
But with a lot of people coming back, gives Oakland a chance to really work everybody in and get everybody to get their feet under them and see what they've got for the last 2 games of the season.
Siegel 4-3 at Beats tonight, and this should be a really interesting game. The Stars are trying to snap a 3-game losing streak, and they'll have to do it without senior quarterback Thomas Santel, who's out for the season after suffering a collarbone injury during a Week 7 loss to Oakland. A.J. Cucciara stepped in and passed for 162 yards and a TD with 3 interceptions. Beach had an over 46-40 time overtime loss to Henry County. I think it all depends on the new quarterback.
Yes, and I think this is the game that they need. It's a good quality team they're playing before they get back to their final 2 regional games, which are going to be very important down the stretch to see if you can make the playoffs.
Man, that Henry County team is pretty good, aren't they?
I think so.
You know enough about them, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Pope John Paul is at Rockville. The Knights like to keep things on the ground. Elijah Robb, 203 rushes for 1,249 yards and 13 touchdowns. And they've allowed, though, 30 or more points in 4 of its 7 games. I think tonight, Rod, in that game, it's not really what John Paul does, it's what Rockville does.
Right. And one of the things they really want to do is get an offense going, something that's crisp, involving passing, running, in a good cadence, a good rhythm.
All right, we're going to take a break here as we continue the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. You're listening to the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. We'll be back.
Over 100 crispy Old World pepperoni. Cheesy crust edge.
This Fanceroni pepperoni from Little Caesars is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, me too. Fancy isn't measured by your inseam. Because if you are what you eat, then we're all feeling mighty fancy today. Yeah!
Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperoni.
In Murfreesboro on Memorial, Warrior Drive, South Church, and Old Fort.
Pizza. Hi, this is Dan at Music World and Drummers Den. We have more drums than anybody in the area, I guarantee. We have Ludwig, we have Gretsch, we have PDP, and what about cymbals? Oh, we have cymbals. Zildjian, Pasty, we have Soul Tone, we have every kind of cymbal you can think of. We have new, used. We are Music World and Drummers Den, 2762 South Church Street, across from Indian Hills Golf Course.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County, too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
If someone asked, what's your more? Would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Does being a caregiver for your loved one wear you out? Then Arosa Care is here to help. Arosa has an experienced team of caregivers and licensed care managers who help families make educated decisions regarding the aging process. This is Erin Keogh Rankin. Let me help you. Call us at 615-848-6774 or find us at arosacare.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We are back with the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, continuing our look at games tonight. Laverne is at Green Hills. Green Hill is 6-1, Laverne 2-5, and Wolverine stepped up on defense and got a win over McGavick, but that may be short-lived tonight, Rod.
Yes, Green Hill's 6-1. Right now they're undefeated in their region. They and Mount Juliet will have to meet towards the end of the season. It determine who is number one seed, and that's who our teams go against.
And that quarterback for Green Hill, Cannon Burrows, has passed for over 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns. Nothing to sniff about. What a name, though, Cannon Burrows.
Yeah, but Green Hill then is from Wilson County, and actually weakened Mount Juliet, who hadn't had as good of teams when they opened up, and they both ended up going down to 5A, but now they're both at 6A. And Mount Juliet's back. They're undefeated. Got a big game tonight against Lebanon.
Eagles got a tough task against Loretto tonight. 4-3, Loretto 7-0. The Mustangs are enjoying one of their best seasons, and they have a pair of talented receivers. It's going to be a tough task for the Eagles.
Yeah, and good thing it's not part of their region, though.
Right.
But it's one that, you want to help use this game to get you ready for the final games because you want a spot in the playoffs.
MTCS is at the Kings Academy. We already have a score update on that. MTCS took the opening kickoff, and they lead 7-0. So the Cougars coming off their first loss, and I would really hate to be Kings Academy tonight.
Yes, very much so. Kings Academy is 0-7 going into the game. Probably going to be a wipeout, and you got a little anger in the Cougars, but I thought they really played an outstanding game just based on the score and all with South Pittsburgh. Holding that team, which had over 300 points scored this year so far, and they held them to 18, which was way under their average. So they showed that they could play some good defense.
Yeah, MTCS is going to be a power to reckon with in the playoffs, and just see how far they can go with it. Let's talk about this game we've got tonight. Blackman 3-4 and Riverdale 5-2. And Rod, the backyard brawl probably, I guess if you're looking at it, Blackman wins this game. They're 2-1. So a lot at stake. Riverdale will be 3-0, and what they want to do is stay undefeated till they get to that final game against Oakland, I would think.
Right. Most people say, well, this is Riverdale's to take it on and should be them undefeated against Oakland. But wait a minute. Brother might mess that up, because if they win this game, they're going to be in second place, because they'll have the win over Riverdale. Then they have one more big game with, I think it's Rockville that Blackman has to play yet. And
they've already played Oakland, so.
Yeah, so that's out of the way, and Riverdale has to play Oakland. So this is a big game for second place, I would say, second, third place.
Well, it'll be the third overall matchup, and first is region foes for twin brothers and head coaches Will Kreisky and Matt Kreisky. The Blaze have won 2 in a row in 3 of their last 4, and they can take over second place, as we mentioned. And Riverdale, of course, wanting to remain undefeated. Riverdale senior quarterback Braden Graham enters the game, 123 of 172 passing for 1,796 yards, 24 touchdowns, and just 1 interception. That's unbelievable, with most of that going to receivers Brock Montgomery and Keyshawn Williams. And what a difference, what a turnaround for Braden Graham. And I think the offensive line, led by Landon Smith and a few of the others, they've matured. They've given him more time to throw, and they can run what they kind of want to do and not have to depend on that crushing ground game. They can mix it up, in other words.
Yes, and they got 2 pretty good runners that really excelled last year. We haven't seen the same statistics with Mercer and Taylor this year, but that's something they probably will want down the road as we get to these last final games.
Well, very soon we'll be talking about the weather and what it's going to be like, and we'll also be talking to Brian Baird, who'll join us, and he's going to talk about the players to watch in tonight's game. And that's your Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. When we come back, we'll do those things, check the forecast, and get you ready for tonight's game as the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff continues.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, J.C. Penney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here, and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
If you're planning an upcoming trip and want to include your pet, we have all the travel supplies you'll need at Animal City. This is Amanda at Animal City, inviting your family to come do business with my family. Animal City is Murfreesboro's hometown family-owned pet store. We've had the honor and pleasure of serving the community for 33 years. If you want to see some photos of our adorable pets, feel free to check out our Facebook page, Animal City of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We're at 919 Northwest Broad Street, right here in Murfreesboro.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Thornton, Senior Vice President and Commercial Banker at First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. If you have commercial and business financial needs, let me put my extensive experience to work for you, and you'll see why First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is the place for hometown banking. We have branches at 1708 Gateway Boulevard and 3427 Memorial Boulevard, and always online at fnbmt.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We're back with the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. And let's check on that Fans Heating and Air football forecast from the WGNS Weatherology Weather Center.
Thanks, John. We expect partly cloudy skies tonight. I can't completely rule out an isolated shower, but if we do get any rain, it's going to be very brief and shouldn't affect the game. Temperatures will be comfortable around kickoff in the lower 70s. The dew point a little high in the upper 60s, so it'll feel a little humid. By the end of the game tonight, temperatures should be in the mid-60s. Light southerly winds through the game at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. I'm WGNS weatherology meteorologist Ray Miller with your Fans Heating and Air forecast, your Rutherford County heating and air expert since 1966.
Thank you, Ray, for that. And it is time now for the Rayburn Insurance keys to the game of this game between Riverdale and Blackman.
Time now for the keys to the game, brought to you by Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna. Auto, home, business, and life insurance since 1973.
And with that, Brian Barrett joins me here with our keys to the game. And Brian, we've read the stats. Rod and I were talking about this game tonight. Two teams that are really can really take advantage with a win. It would be big for both teams.
Well, I think Riverdale being here at home is going to be a big thing here. It's senior night. It's their last home game, and they want to go out, of course, and get to that game with Oakland with all the bullets in the gun, if you will. And Braden Graham is going to kind of be the key here. He's passed the ball all over the lot with Brock Montgomery. If they can get things going, they're going to be tough tonight. I think Carter Gregory and Caden Perkins are going to be keys tonight for the Blackman Blaze. Carter Gregory and Perkins, if they can get things going on the ground, it's going to be a challenge for the Riverdale defense. So I think those 4 players are going to be keys for their individual teams, I'd say.
I would think experience works in the favor of Riverdale a little bit more than Blackman as well.
I think you're right about that. And you know, the Blackman Blaze, they have won some games, but they've kind of grown up on the field this year. Riverdale's experience, we just saw senior night. It took 45 minutes to do it. So, I mean, they've got a lot of experience out there.
They certainly do, and that's your Rayburn's keys to the game tonight. Now we go to the starting lineups. Brian Barrett, I guess players to watch. You've read some of them. Here are the players to watch in tonight's game.
Time now for your players to watch, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, along with JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
Well, let's start with the Riverdale Warriors. We've told you about Graham. He is a senior quarterback, and Graham, I tell you what, he has had an outstanding season so far. Braden Graham on the season, 123 of 127, almost 1,800 yards passing on the season, 24 touchdowns, just 1 interception. His favorite receivers, Brock Montgomery, 638 yards, receiving 9 TDs. Add to that, Ben Woodruff, 259 yards, receiving 2 TDs. 8 touchdowns for Keyshawn Williams, senior receiver, 474 yards, receiving and 8 TDs. In the backfield, Isaiah Verser has carried the ball for the majority of the time. 45 carries, 263 yards, and a TD, along with DJ Taylor, 168 yards, 22 carries, 168 yards. Khalil Armand, the kicker, he is a veteran, and a junior, the punter, Ryan Edmonston. For the Blackman Blaze, Carter Gregory is a senior quarterback, 97 of 192, almost 1,200 yards in the air, 8 TDs, but 6 interceptions, 2 rushing touchdowns. Caden Perkins has been the senior workhorse in the backfield, 132 carries for 766 yards and 9 TDs. Campbell Lee has gotten the most receiving yards at 279 on 23 catches with 1 TD. Also, almost 200 yards receiving for Ethan Carson, 14 catches. Add that to John Dragoo, also Jaden Guy, and Ethan Carson. Tyler Broombazin is the kicker for the Blackman Blaze, and don't forget Trey McGaffey as well. Jabari Kemp, you'll see him in the backfield as well. He's got about 220 yards in the backfield, and that's a look at some of the players to watch from Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and also JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
And Rod, you and Brian ready to go for this one?
We can't wait.
I love it. I love that kind of talk. That's a look at the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Kickoff is next here on News Radio WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna.
Pizza. Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
This is Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. Did you know that you can plan your funeral in advance without actually paying for your funeral in advance? In other words, if it's not a convenient time to pay for your funeral, you can still choose your funeral items and we'll file them away for later. Let's consider that together. You make the decisions for yourself, and when that financial window opens up, it becomes an easier decision. Call me at 615-893-2422 and let's plan together.
Roscoe Brown is seeking highly motivated HVAC plumbing apprentices to join our Next Tech Academy. If you're eager to become an HVAC technician or plumbing technician and want to improve your skills while learning new ones, this is your chance to launch your career. Roscoe Brown's Next Tech Academy is a program that offers you the benefits of being a full-time employee, all while learning and developing new skills.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, Dr. Automotive, State Farm, Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, Bowen's Body Shop, and Franklin's Print Works. And here to give you the play-by-play story of this game tonight, here's Brian Barrett.
Well, John, great night for high school football. Current temperature here in Murfreesboro at Riverdale High School is 68 degrees. The Warriors take to the field. The Blaze have already made their way out onto the field. And we are ready to get this game underway here.
When that spear goes on the ground, that means it's time for action.
That's right. The Riverdale Warriors came through a banner tonight that said Backyard Brawl. The Blackman Blaze on their side of the field have a sign that says #BetterBrother. Of course, their head coach in his first year is Matt Kreisky. Will Kreisky has been here at Riverdale for a while. He was an assistant under Ron Adelot and then took over as head coach and has been here for quite some time. So it's a pretty cool rivalry. It's going to be a great night for high school football. We do have an update on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard for you. And Middle Tennessee Christian School has opened up a 21-0 lead at the Kings Academy on their way to a thumping of the Kings Academy tonight. The Blackman Blaze won the coin toss. There's
Royalty just entered.
Boy, tell you what, that is royalty. The Blackman Blaze won the coin toss. They deferred to the second half, so they will be kicking off to the Warriors. Tyler Burrow-Bonson will be kicking off from left to right as we see it here from the press box here at Watts Tomahawk Stadium. It's a low bounding kick. It's going to be picked up by the Warriors and returned to the 38-yard line, and going to be an official J. Mullins Jewelry kickoff time of 7:02. J. Mullins Jewelry, West Northfield Boulevard. Expert jewelry repair, custom jewelry design and manufacturing, and those indestructible reactor watches, the last watch you'll ever need at J. Mullins Jewelry and Gifts, West Northfield Boulevard, between Memorial and Sulphur Springs. Braden Graham, the senior quarterback, back to pass, lofting it long and deep and almost intercepted, as back there defending was Jaden Lark. That pass intended for Keyshawn Williams.
Keyshawn Williams did a really great job because he saw the ball was overthrown, but he went to the inside of the defender and really tipped that ball out of his hands because that was heading pretty much straight to him.
Warriors line up with three wide right, one to the near side. Handoff, and coming this way with a nice run into the territory of the Blaze is DJ Taylor for 11 yards.
McGaffey.
And it's McGaffey who makes the tackle, pushing him out of bounds. It's a first down for the Warriors.
When you can pass the ball and your ability to do both, it keeps that defense honest. It opened up the big hole for Elliott that time. Taylor, excuse me.
Again, three wide to the right, one here near side. Graham has Taylor on his left hip, lofting it long and deep and incomplete. Actually, Montgomery was the intended receiver, but that was kind of thrown to his right, and Montgomery was looking over his left shoulder, so maybe a bit of a mix-up on that particular play.
Gone deep twice here in just the first three plays.
Vanderbilt, one of the three receivers. Montgomery lines up back there on the right side as well. So again, three wide right. That's the wide side of the field. Give is to Taylor, and Taylor's going to run it left side to about the 40-yard line.
That hole really didn't develop much, but Taylor was very patient and was able to scoot up and get about, well, I guess he is going to get about 7 yards. Nice run.
Brings up a third down now, third and about 3. See if they go back to the run this time. Hard count by the senior quarterback, Graham. Steps up to the line of scrimmage. Calls out the play to his receivers to the right. Now back in the gun. It's a give to Taylor. A nice hole opens up and a first down easily across the 35 down to the 32-yard line. And it's a 7-yard pickup, so back-to-back 7-yard gains for DJ Taylor.
Urban.
Taylor just waited for that block to open up, and he really, really patient. The guy got to the hole on the right side, but Brian, Blackman's going to have to stop the run. That's for one thing. They've not shown that capability yet.
Taylor lines up on the left side of the line. A little screen pass. And a nice big hole opens up. And driving all the way to the pylon and to the end zone. In there for the touchdown. Warriors. And that touchdown is Brock Montgomery taking it to the house for 32 yards.
The acceleration that he had once he caught the ball, that's creating him space by going short, a little short pass route, a little blocking in front, but when you've got that kind of player, you want to get him the ball any way you can get it to him.
Warrior touchdown, and they strike on their first drive of the ball game. And it's Khalil Armand for a point after the Toots TD. And the point after is up and good. With 10:20 to play in the first, it's Riverdale 7. Blackman coming up to bat on State Farm Prep Sports.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. What are some of the advantages that Carpets by Osborne has?
Being a family business and being locally owned and operated, we do free estimates. We have our own subcontractors that work for our business. We will come out, look at your floor covering. Throughout the whole process, you deal with an individual. You're not passed off to different contractors. We handle it from start to finish.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants. And 38 years ago, we introduced a half-pound burger to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, using our own ground beef recipe and a fresh Lewis Bakery's bun. Well, 38 years later, we're still serving you the same delicious, juicy half-pound burger.
Toots, good food and fun since 1985.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Roscoe Brown Heating and Air, First Bank, Rosa Care, and the law offices of John Day. Riverdale draws first blood. It's 7-0.
And here's the kickoff to the Blaze. Going to be returnable from just across the goal line and to the 26-yard line, and that's where the Blaze will start this series here. And a nice, impressive drive.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Brian. A very impressive opening drive, a little bit of everything. Ran the ball, they short pass, and then they tried to go deep. Just keeps the defense on their toes.
Former Coffee County coach Doug Green just passed by. Not really surprised he's not at Oakland Coffee County. That's going to be a bloodletting over there tonight. 1st and 10. Here's Gregory. Passing it here right side. Finds Dragoo, but dropped. Right at the 30 would have been a short gain.
Incomplete.
Brings up second down. Well, that's maybe a case of hearing footsteps there. Brings up second down now. Gregory sending Campbell Lee, the tight end, in motion to try to open up a hole, and he does for Caden Perkins, who drags to the 34-yard line. And a nice pickup of 6 to bring up a 3rd down and manageable 4. Holloway on the tackle for the Warriors. Blackman to the line of scrimmage quickly. Man in motion from left to right. Try to go up the middle and nothing there. Gang tackle by the Warriors and nothing doing there for Caden Perkins. They're going to maybe eke out a yard, but that's going to bring up a 4th down situation here.
Perkins on the run.
See what the Blaze decide to do here, and it's most likely going to be a punt.
I would think, looking at this game, both teams, none of these kids want to let either one of their coaches down.
Right.
And with it being a brother battle kind of thing, the intensity level should be pretty tough. I think they may have gotten a little bit of that one, that punt.
It's going to be out of bounds, very short punt, and just barely into Riverdale territory. Looks like Smyrna draws first blood in that game with 6:29 to play in the first. It's Smyrna 6 and Stewart's Creek nothing on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Get you scores throughout the night on that one, and Danny Brewer is out there. We'll have a halftime and post-game report on the contest going on out that way. Riverdale scored on their first drive. This their second drive. They lead 7-0. Quick pass to midfield. And a 5-yard gain to the 46-yard line. Trying to see who that Warrior is. Getting up off the bottom of that pile. That's Ben Woodruff. Carson on the tackle for the Blaze. It's 2nd and 4 now at the 47 of Blackman. Swing pass out right side, and it's Mr. Montgomery again, and he's blazing down the sideline, and he's going to score! A 47-yard pass and catch. Graham to Montgomery, and the Warriors are off and running.
That was all Montgomery. Split him out to the right, caught it, then made this move that I don't think I've ever seen before, and raced to the side to the touchdown. What a play, what a move.
Another Toots touchdown for the Warriors. They've scored 2 touchdowns in a 2-minute time frame. Don't forget Toots, $6.99 lunch specials, can't beat it. That half-pound burger fries on Tuesdays is something else too. Ooh, the snap goes over the holder's head, and the 2-point conversion is going to fail. So your score at 8:12 left in the first, 13-0. Riverdale over Blackman on State Farm Prep Sports.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank has been supporting local schools and student athletes in the classroom and on the field. We're big on helping our home teams reach their goals. You can count on knowledgeable bankers, competitive rates, and an open line of communication. So join the winning team at Wilson Bank and Trust, where we're not just your bankers, we're your neighbors and friends. Visit any of the 30 Wilson Bank and Trust offices or visit wilsonbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by our friends over at State Farm, and that's good day over State Farm Agent Dana Womack. More after this. I can go ahead. They tackled it. Located at 805 South Church Street between Farm Credit and the Post Office. State Farm Agent Dana Womack, 615-900-0877. And Blackman looks like they're going to take over.
That they are after the kickoff. They'll have it at the 20-yard line. It's Brian, John, Rod here with you.
2 things also I've noticed. Field position has been really good for Riverdale in this early going.
Here's the snap. Gregory throws to the left and a run to the 26-yard line is going to be complete.
The pass complete to number 11.
And
Alex
that is
Bigelow.
Complete to Bigelow.
Tackle for the Warriors
Morris.
by number 39, Czar Nicholas Morris.
And Morris with the tackle. It brings up a 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard gain. Blaze looking for their first down, trailing here 13-0. Perkins is going to line up now on the left hip of Gregory. 3-step drop, pump fake. Looking for his receiver there at the stick, and is the completion made? It is. And Perkins, I think, is the one who made that catch.
It is.
And it's going to be a 1st down for the Blackman Blaze.
So that was really pretty good coverage by Riverdale, Gregory had a long time to throw it, but that was the best he could do, but good enough for that first down.
Back to pass, looking, and now takes it left sideline once again. And the pass is going to be complete to Perkins once again.
Didn't get a whole lot there, if anything.
Intended for Perkins, incomplete.
No, they're going to say incomplete. I was looking for that official over there, and he didn't really help me out a lot. Second and 10, and a nice run right up the gut by Perkins this time. Almost going to get a first down mark. We're going to be stopped just shy at the 41-yard line.
Morris again.
Morris making another tackle up the middle.
I like Perkins. He does a lot of good things for you. And he'll get good yards. He's a little guy, but he'll get big yards.
Got a Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update, a couple of them. Beach scores on their first possession. They lead Siegel 7-0. That's the same score. Rockvale leading JP2 7-0. Looks like we're going to have a measure here. They're going to bring the chain from the Blackman sideline. Bring it out, stretch it out. See if it is a first down, and it is. So a first down run there for Perkins. That Smyrna score was on a Matthews interception return. The extra point failed, so it was a defensive score. And in the Rockvale game, the Knights fumble the opening kickoff, and Rockvale recovers it. And they take over at the 41-yard line and wind up scoring. Pump fake, looking right is Gregory. Now goes this way, and off the fingertips of Alex Bigelow.
I think Alex was kind of blocked. His vision was blocked by the other receiver. And when he got to him, I don't think he was ready for it.
Well, yeah, and I'm almost kind of thinking, too, that, Gregory was looking for receiver options and maybe Bigelow didn't think he was going to pass it to him or something. I don't know. Second down and 10 yards to go. 6:35 to play here in the first. It's 13-0 Riverdale in this one. Bigelow in motion, now flips it back to Perkins, trying to go left side, and there is going to be a thunderous throwdown, and Perkins going to lose some huge yardage back there.
The pitch outs.
And that is going to be Kashawn Williams, who throws him down for a loss of 6.
That was just good speed by Riverdale. Did you see how quickly he got there and cut that off?
That was something else right there, I'm telling you.
Loss of 5, 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 now with the loss of 5 yards. Boy, this is a tough down and distance. A bunch set of 3 receivers right at the hashes here, right side. And now a whistle blows with the first flag of the game, I think. And it's a procedure penalty against Blackman, so this is going to go from bad to worse on 3rd and 15.
One of the linemen saw that rush coming, that blitz coming, and I think they got a little antsy, moved.
Loss of 5 yards.
So it makes it 3rd and 20 now.
There are not a lot of 3rd and 21s in the playbook.
No, don't think so. Here's a nice screen pass over the top to Campbell Lee. Lee's going to get those penalty yards back to the 41-yard line, but that's going to be about it. So 4th and 10 on their side of the 40, and that's going to bring the punt team back out.
I like the call, though, that screen. He was looked right and threw the screen to the left and got some good yardage. Just unfortunately, they were too far back.
Patterson making the tackle. And a fair catch called for by the Warriors. It's going to bounce, and I don't think he touched it.
Nope. Lucky break for Riverdale.
Yep. Got away from it at the last second. Well, they're going to say that he did touch it, and they're going to run it the other way, and the official didn't say anything. And are they going to say touchdown? That's the question.
I haven't seen a hand go up yet.
I didn't see, and now the official pulled the hands up. Touchdown. Now they're going to have a discussion.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me if they call that back.
Band is playing. This is going to be the worst call in touchdown history if it is a touchdown, because I have no idea who picked up the ball and ran it in. It's like the ball just sat there, and then like 10 players went downfield. But they're discussing it now, and just from my vantage point, which is much further away than the officials are, it looked like he offered at catching it, he did the fair catch, and then he moved away at the last second. But whether it touched him or not, I don't know. Here comes the white hat. And now he is saying Riverdale players move to the sidelines. And he's going to say some things that nobody can hear. And he points.
First down.
First down.
Well, that didn't really tell me a whole lot of anything.
And the ball is at the 30-yard line. So Riverdale's going to have the ball at the 30-yard line.
So it was not a touchdown.
It was not.
First and 10.
I really think that was the right call.
Well, no, it's Blackman's ball.
Okay. They're just not going to give him the score.
Right.
Recovery.
So they're going to say the ball was down at the 30. Okay. So here's Perkins blasting the ball up the middle and gets it to the 23-yard line.
On the carry,
So that's a
number
7-yard
6,
pickup.
Hayden Perkins.
Well, I guess, John, we'd have to say,
2nd and 3.
is that even a turnover?
Well, yeah, still a break.
I guess it
because
is.
They were punting.
Yep.
Hollis
on the takedown there.
What they didn't allow, they'd already blown the whistle when the ball went to the ground.
Here's second down. Perkins again crawls over the 20 to the 19-yard line, and a 4-yard pickup into the John Day Legal Red Zone are the Blackman Blaze. The law offices of John Day, helping injured people for more than 30 years. JohnDayLegal.com.
Just inside the 20.
Go into the second quarter with Smyrna leading Stewart's Creek 6-0 on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. First and 10 here for the Blaze. Back to pass. This was batted down right there at the line of scrimmage, and I think that was Ryan Edmonston that knocked that ball down.
Was.
Carter Gregory had his pass knocked down.
2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 yards to go. Ball closest to that left hash. The give to Perkins, runs the right side of that line, and he is just hammered. I mean, hit and pushed back
Hernandez.
by Hernandez.
Joe Smith, number 8.
JoJo Smith, number 8. Yep.
It's 3rd and 8.
Third down and 8. Carter Gregory with Perkins on his left hip. Goes back to pass. Looks left side and tries to get it to Campbell Lee. Just a bit underthrown. And it brings up a 4th down situation here for the Blaze.
Incomplete.
Decision time for Matt Kreisky. Do you go for it? 4th and 8? You try to kick a field goal?
Burrow Bomsen has attempted 2 field goals this year. He's 1 for 2.
I just think they'll go for it. I don't think 2 attempts for the year, not really.
Both have been inside the 20 or around the 20. Going for it on 4th down. Sending Perkins out as a receiver. Pass it to him. And oh my gosh, he is leveled right there at the 20-yard line. And that's where the Warriors are going to take over.
That was a punishing blow right there, and big. They got nothing out of that.
Complete to Perkins.
And great stop by Riverdale.
He is taken down by Nicholas Morris.
Morris, once again, Morris has been all over the field today.
Well, that made a statement right there.
1st and 10 for the Riverdale Warriors now as they take over on downs at the 19-yard line. And Braden Graham brings out his Warriors with 3 wide right. Has some time. Passes that way. And to the 25-yard line is DJ Taylor out of the backfield. Make it the 24-yard line. 5-yard pickup. Wilkerson on the takedown.
2nd and 6.
Smyrna has scored once again just to start the second quarter. 11:02 in the second. Smyrna 13. Stewart's Creek nothing. 2 receivers to either side here on this set. Graham passing right side, and a nice wrap up this time of the receiver.
He's going to be about a yard short, I think, or half a yard. It was close where his momentum got him, but they slammed him back. But
Graham's pass complete to Montgomery.
That was a pass to Montgomery over there. Was having trouble seeing these numbers for Riverdale. Carruthers on the tackle. Got black jerseys with cardinal numbers and a Vegas gold outline. Still a little difficult. Doing our best. 3rd down, barely. They're measuring over there right now, actually. But it's going to be short.
Yeah, he was close. Not even a half a yard. Looks more like about a half an inch.
Yep, it's just a few chain links, looks like. So they're going to stretch it out there on the left hash.
His nose of the football's right there. I mean, it's.
We're jumping the chain.
All kinds of obstacles out there, chain and everything.
So they set it down, and it's 3rd and inches. 2:17 to play here in the first quarter. 13-0 your score. Riverdale on top. And here's Taylor. Decides to reverse field, goes right side, gets the first down and more. 40, 50, and runs out of bounds somewhere in Blackman territory. We'll see where they spot it. Going to be right around the 48-yard line, it looks like.
I would say that was a wise decision. You don't usually see that happen, but everybody went to the left, and he just reversed field. Usually that could be the kiss of death, but he just had put on the Jets and got that first down and more.
First bank first down for the Warriors, and they're ready to go back at it here. Little flip pass, and now Graham launches it as he's hit, and incomplete. Boy, he delivered that right into Jalen Thompson's breadbasket.
Incomplete.
It sailed on him a little to the outside. Wasn't able to keep his feet in bounds.
Hit by Carruthers on the pass.
Hit by Carruthers on the pass.
The pass was intended for Jalen Thompson.
Goodness, that was close.
Again, when you take shots down the field like that, though, it opens so many things up for you, and they have to respect it. Blackman has to respect it. Pretty decent coverage on that.
2nd and 10 now. 3 wide near side. DJ Taylor bounces it to the outside. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone. Touchdown. Taylor takes it 47 yards.
He is having himself a game. He has 104 yards here, and we haven't ended the first quarter yet.
Warriors find the end zone just before the end of the first quarter. And they're trying to pour it on here in the backyard brawl. Toots touchdown for Riverdale High School. Toots Good Food and Fun. Don't forget, after the game tonight, Toots is your local favorite for wings and chicken tenders, all kinds of good stuff at Toots Good Food and Fun. Extra point is up, and it is good. With 1:24 to play, Warriors 20 and Blaze nothing on State Farm Prep Sports.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan. Oh, come on, ref! That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Sir Pisa, J. Muller's Jewelry, Carpets by Osborne, Winners Trophies, Donut Country, and Parks Auction. Been all Riverdale up to this point, 20-0 with 1:24 to go in the first. Brian?
At the 20.
All right, John. Looks like ball's going to be right there at the 20-yard line. Got so many updates coming in here. Oakland leads 14-0 over Coffee County. And here our new score is 20-0, by the way. So got that to give to you, and I've had several come in on Twitter that I need to try to update. End of the first. Going to the second quarter. It's 14-0. Rockvale leads Pope John Paul II. So some good results over there at Rockvale. 3-yard pickup up the middle.
Morris.
And Morris with the takedown as Perkins
Number 27, Jabari Kemp
make that Jabari Kemp on the carry. Kemp coming into the game, 49 carries, 220 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Second down. Just 50 seconds to play here in the half. I'm sorry, in the quarter. Trying to rush things, aren't I? Fake third left side to John Dragoo, and he's going to get the first down all the way up to the 32-yard line, so picks up 9 yards. Taking it left side. Nice little play there. As Gregory faked the handoff and passed left side to the junior.
Edmonston.
Edmonston on the tackle there. And it's a first bank first down for the Blaze. 2 wide right. Tight end Campbell Lee lines up here on this near side along with an extra receiver. Long pass, going to throw right side, incomplete. Intended for Mark James.
It's 2nd and 10.
And second down with 12 seconds. The clock stops here for the Blackman Blaze. Second quarter coming your way here in just a couple of seconds. A couple of ticks on the old clock. Got an update on that Eagleville game too I can give you in just a second. Run play as Kemp tries to find a crease, is going to carry it to the 36-yard line for about a 3-yard pickup. Tell you about that as we go to the second quarter. It's coming up next. Your score, Riverdale 20 and Blackman nothing on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
Craig's Tax Service is located just off Memorial on Heritage Park Drive. You can contact us at 890-2233.
It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We are proud to support all Rutherford County student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Check out WGNSSports.com for the latest Prep and MTSU sports news, schedules, podcasts, and more. That's WGNSSports.com.
That update on the Eagleville game, Loretto leads 14-0, but there was a Loretto player, an offensive lineman, Braxton Long, who suffered an apparent head or neck injury, and they've had to call Vanderbilt Life Flight out, so that game is delayed there. Long pass left side, intended for Jaden Guy, falls incomplete and brings up fourth down for the Blaze.
Gregory's pass incomplete.
So we hope things go all right there. Another score update. MTCS leads 41-0 at the Kings Academy. So that's still about a minute to play in the first half. They're really kind of pouring it on there. Fourth down here. And whistle. Is there a flag? Didn't see a flag.
The snap was bobbled.
So I think they're going to say the ball was downed right there.
Yep. And not only that, the punter took a licking.
So the ball is down at the 22. So Riverdale is going to get the ball at the 22-yard line. Boy, that's bad luck right there. That's definitely not what Blackman needed.
Well, they're already in a hole, and then they have to face this again. Defense was just out there.
In the student body, anyone on the railing, please take a seat in the stands.
Yeah, that is not good.
Graham is sacked there
by Carson.
He doesn't take many of those. That sack is going to be by Carson.
Graham on the run. Loss of 4.
Loss of 4 on that. Got an update on that Beach and Siegel game. It's in the second quarter, and it's Beach 21, Siegel 3. About 7 minutes to play in the second. Second down and 14 here. Graham gives it to DJ Taylor, and Taylor finally gets it to the 24-yard line, and now flags fly in from everywhere as things become a bit heated.
DJ Taylor on the run.
I don't know the flag. The last guy that hit was a Riverdale player. But you know something started it.
Bozeman on the tackle.
Bozeman on the tackle for Blackman. There were flags coming in from all directions here, though. And after the play, unsportsmanlike Riverdale. And not another one. So this is going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Warriors.
On the Warriors. Loss of 15.
So that's going to put the ball back at the 39-yard line.
29.
So second down and 29 yards to go. Not what Coach Will Kreisky wanted there, I'm sure.
And 29.
Back to pass is Graham. Looking long and deep and into the night to Montgomery. And a lot of touching going on there, and flags fly everywhere. Going to definitely be pass interference here.
Incomplete.
So they're going to get some of this yardage back, I would think. And you got to respect Montgomery for sure. So he has burned the Blackman defense a couple of times, and he was double covered.
The call.
They only rushed 3 that time.
Yep.
Against Blackman.
The defender face guard did not turn to the ball.
So that will put the ball now at the 24-yard line. And it'll be 3rd and 11. After the penalty. Graham sends 3 wide left. 2 here to the right, so the backfield is empty. Braden looking right side. Pump fake. Going to zip it here to the right side, and quickly out of bounds is Montgomery. And he's going to be out at the 17-yard line here in the John Day Legal Red Zone. Bicycle helmet giveaways, Safe Ride Home program. Just a few of the ways the law offices of John Day are involved in the community. JohnDayLegal.com.
And 4.
On 4th and 4, that brings out Khalil Armand. And Khalil Armand will be attempting a 33-yard field goal.
Frost to snap, Smith to hold.
So Luke Smith will hold, and Khalil Armand will attempt the field goal, but not before a Riverdale timeout. Timeout Warriors. We'll take one too and see what the Warriors do here after the timeout on State Farm Prep Sports.
For nearly 2 decades, Mills Family Pharmacy has cared for residents in our community as if they were part of our own family, and that's the kind of service you want when it comes to your pharmacist. If you haven't checked out our gift shop at Mills, stop by today.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro. We'd love to have you.
Mills also has a medication compounding service for you and even your beloved pets. Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
Gonna have to fake it. Here is a 33-yard field goal attempt from Khalil Armand. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. The kick no good. Wide left. And your score remains 20-0. And
big
kick
stop
no
there
good
by the Blaze.
Sure was.
They needed that.
And that's going to put the ball at the 20-yard line for the Blackman Blaze. Gives us a chance to update some scores for you. The Rockvale Rockets have now taken a 20-0 lead over Pope John Paul II. Still in the second quarter. And also the last score we had out of Smyrna in the second quarter. Smyrna leading Stewart's Creek 13-0. We'll have a halftime score update from Mr. Danny Brewer in that one. Nice run here by Perkins all the way past the 30-yard line up to the 35, and a late flag thrown after the run. There was a thunderous hit, which we could hear up here in the press box. Don't know if that's what this is about or not.
Might have been late.
Likely a late hit, just from after we saw the end of the run and heard that. But they are marching back. So this is going to be against Blackman.
The penalty,
holding against the Blaze. So not a late hit. So a penalty against Blackman after a pretty penalty-free first quarter, John. We're seeing a few more penalties here in the second.
Yeah, a lot of combinations of that, getting a little more intense. Concentration. Some of them, the defense has been out there some.
Here is a pass from Gregory to Perkins out in the flat. Goes right side. Going to get to the 30-and-a-half-yard line. Very close to the stick
He is taken down by
Picks up about 6. Close
Nicholas
enough,
Morris.
but it is enough for a first bank first down for the Blaze.
Morris.
First down,
Morris once
Blackman.
again on the tackle. He has been racking up those tonight.
5 so far.
5 so far on the night. First and 10 for Blackman. 2 receivers, both lined up around the hashes. A quick pass over the top to tight end Campbell Lee, and a late flag thrown after the play as Lee gets to the 42-yard line after about a 12-yard pickup there.
Tackle Thompson.
Thompson on the tackle.
The game to the 43.
That was a quick out, down, right down the middle of the field, and nice play, good pass, good call.
We'll check the flag for you. This is going against the Warriors. And Will Kreisky not happy. Personal foul against Riverdale. Ouch.
The penalty moves the ball to the 43.
That puts the ball at the 43 of Riverdale for the Blackman Blaze. Coach Will Kreisky is fit to be tied. He's still asking the sideline judge now, what was that about? Gregory barking signals. Up the middle is Perkins to the 35-yard line, and yet another flag.
Perkins on the run.
This may be against the
on
Blaze.
The tackle, number 42, Anthony Gunn. Penalty markers on the field.
Gunn on the takedown for the Warriors.
Fans, once again, we have a black Camry license.
This is going to be a procedure penalty against Blackman, so that's going to back him up here.
These penalties have taken a couple of good runs by Perkins
blocking another vehicle
off of it.
Channel 5 News, and we're about to call the tow truck.
Will you check and see if Rod's got his car in the right parking spot?
Jeff Milstead over here, he's getting after folks. They're going to call tow trucks and everything, yeah. First down and 15 with the penalty. 20-0. Riverdale on top in this one. Here's Perkins bouncing off the folks, taking it up the middle across the 40, down to the 37-yard line. Pickup of 9.
Perkins on the run.
Well, Perkins is doing his job.
Yes, he is.
And the offensive line doing a nice job with the running game.
Okay.
2nd and 7.
And pretty good job with protection because Riverdale hasn't really put a lot of pressure on Gregory.
Second down. Ooh, Perkins gets hit at the line of scrimmage and is going to be pushed back. Actually gets hit before he gets to the line of scrimmage. Going to be knocked down at the 40-yard line.
You notice I say things like that, and then that happens.
Sorry, Nicholas Morris.
Morris there to meet him in the backfield. At the half, 13-6, Smyrna on top. That game at Robert L. Rake Stadium with Stewart's Creek. Here is a penalty marker, and this goes against the Riverdale Warriors. And it's another personal foul penalty, face mask penalty that happened. So, John, as good as that play was and a stop for a loss, you can't have a face mask penalty. It just
they're playing almost too recklessly right now, Riverdale.
So first and 10 at the 26 of Riverdale now is where they move the ball to. Gives you an automatic first down, gets you out of the hole too for your opponent. Gregory has Perkins on his left hip. Lee lines up on the left side to do some extra blocking for Perkins there. Doesn't find much of a crease, gets maybe a couple of yards.
Perkins on the run.
Going to give him about 3. Edmonston making the initial hit.
Down 20-0 here. Blackman, this is a really important drive.
Yep.
And they're in Riverdale territory, almost in the red zone, and they need to keep pushing the ball and try to get a score.
Very good point.
Oh, a compliment?
Of course. Second down and 7. Here's Gregory to pass left side, has a man wide open, and he's there. John Dragoo for his third touchdown. Blackman Blaze.
Great fake. They all went to Perkins when Gregory faked the handoff, and Dragoo on the play action pass wide open.
Touchdown Blackman, and they get on the scoreboard here with 7:14 to play in the first half. Very nicely executed by the Blaze. Gregory to junior John Dragoo. The Toots touchdown. Toots Good Food and Fun. Broad Street, South Church Street, and Highway 96 in Murfreesboro, and in Smyrna on Sam Ridley. The extra point up and good by Brubazin, and it is good. 20-7 your score. Riverdale on top on State Farm Prep Sports.
Parks Auction, we handle everything.
You have a staff that comes to your home. They tell you what to do. They walk you through it. It's been my experience that what I thought I should get for my home, I got much more for it.
Visit our website at parksauction.com.
Hi there, Parks Auction, 896-4600. Stan Vaught and the Parks Auction team are proud supporters of local high school and MTSU sports.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Tonight's game brought to you by Toots Good Food and Fun, Bud's Tire, Wilson Bank and Trust, and Rayburn Insurance Agency. Blackman gets on the board. Riverdale leads it 20-7.
Thank you, John. And here is the kickoff. Going to be returnable here.
Nice tackle.
Smothered there at the 32-yard line is the Riverdale returner, Ben Woodruff.
It's 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for the Riverdale Warriors. John, that was a really important drive, but there were at least two that I can recall.
Riverdale kind of kicked themselves in the foot there with
15-yard penalties.
Yeah, two just silly penalties.
One was unsportsmanlike. One was a face mask penalty that aided that. Here's a pass in traffic and incomplete. Well, that was a dangerous pass. Trying to see who the intended receiver was.
It's 2nd and 10.
But it's 2nd and 10 regardless.
Blackman's bulked up a little bit here in the last 4 or 5 minutes of this first half, making it much more difficult for Riverdale.
Rockvale has found their offense tonight, leading JP2 28-0. Mayhew to Jalen Morgan on a touchdown there, nearing halftime there. 2nd down and 10. Back to pass. Graham now steps up in the pocket on the run. Going to be muscled down at the 35-yard line. Picks up +2 there.
Graham keeps the ball in his tackle down by number 5.
Wilkerson on the takedown.
Wilkerson. The gain to the 35. 3rd and 8.
So 3rd down and 8 yards to go. 6:50 to play. It's 20-7. They place the ball down, but they're going to call a procedure penalty, which is declined now.
Penalty on Riverdale for illegal procedure.
So now 3rd down. 3rd down, here we go. I think we knew all of this. Graham looking to the sideline for the play. Has DJ Taylor on his left hip. Back to pass. In some trouble now. Steps up in the pocket. And now in some real trouble. Going to be muscled down at the 32. I'm sorry, the 36. And it brings up 4th down. And it's going to be the first punt of the night for the Warriors. Rochelle on the tackle.
Well, that's exactly what you want to do after you've just scored. 3 and out for Riverdale and get ready to get the ball back. And if you can hold it and get down the field, score again, they get the ball back in the second half for the kickoff.
In the second quarter, we have an Oakland update. Haynesworth with a 5-yard touchdown run. They lead 21-0 over Coffee County. Oh, more trouble again for the Blaze. It's on the ground, and Riverdale is pointing that they have the football. Who does have it? The official has got to point, and where do they point? That's the question. They point. They haven't pointed yet. Still watching, still looking. They're pointing to Blackman. Boy, that's a lucky break.
Well, he tried to pick it up twice.
Sure
couldn't
did.
Get it. And then I thought Riverdale had a shot at it, but.
Well, that's a helpless feeling, isn't it?
The worst. Well, there is one worse feeling. Rod probably knows about it. Fly ball going over your head. That's probably the worst feeling.
For you, was the ball being caught? Center field. Vicuna. Oh no.
Is he talking to me in his headphones?
I think he's talking about Braves things.
He's being ugly, isn't
he? Being very ugly. That's an open wound. Ooh, here's a long pass. Gregory going deep and incomplete. Campbell Lee was out there.
Gregory's pass intended for
Well, I tell you what, John,
Overthrow
the Blackman Blaze,
it's second down.
they can do something here on this drive after holding the Riverdale Warriors right before half. They could, because they get the ball to start the second half, it could get really interesting.
Yeah, it could.
Thanks.
Well, you were doing a score. I mentioned that, and it's
pass near side, and that is a really tough hit that John Dragoo just took. I mean, he was pummeled. This Thompson just, oh my gosh. This Riverdale defense has been punishing at times tonight. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. We've got about 5 minutes left here in the half. Riverdale leading 20-7. And it's 3rd down and 12. Here's Gregory. Goes down the left sideline, intended for Lee, and that one was well overthrown, and Lee visibly upset at that.
Well, if you're the Riverdale defense, just what you just mentioned, they want to get the ball back because they want to score.
Sure.
To not worry about who gets it in the second half. And
well, when you said it, I thought you were talking about the drive that they actually eventually scored on. What I was thinking is if they were able to score and put a touchdown on the board and then they were down by only one score at that point. Here's a punt, and it is high and it is short. Riverdale's going to get really good field position. It takes a bounce and then bounces back up the field. And we'll see where they eventually spot it. It's going to be about the 35, maybe even closer here.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. That punt really didn't help them much. It was high enough, but not very deep.
Pressure on it. The guy was on right in front. He had to change his angle.
You know what's one thing that's weird to see at football games now? It's the little drones that are up in the air.
Yeah, that's kind of a new thing for us old-timers.
They're zipping around everywhere. Well, the Warriors have it 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line, and a nice pass across the middle. Finally taken down inside the 20-yard line. I believe that's Montgomery. Going to be marked down at the 18-yard line. It's actually not Montgomery, though. Keyshawn Williams. Keyshawn Williams is the receiver, and they're in the John Day Legal Red Zone. Seriously injured? Call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation, johndaylegal.com. First bank, first down, 1st and 10. Back to pass, looking deep, looking long, looking toward the end zone, incomplete for Williams and a flag thrown.
The pass intended for
This is going to be pass interference.
incomplete. Penalty marker on the field.
And that ball was thrown pretty high. It would have been a great catch by, I think it was Montgomery down there.
Montgomery or Williams?
Well, that's a good 1-2 combination, isn't it?
Boy, I'm telling you, it was Williams. Montgomery, 35 catches, 638 yards, 9 TDs. Williams, 33 catches, 474 yards, 8 TDs.
Interference against Blackman.
No wonder Braden Graham coming into the game had almost 1,800 yards.
Yeah, and Montgomery missed a game.
Yeah. It was one of the games we broadcast that he didn't play, if I remember right. 1st and 1. Pass is going to be complete right there at the goal line. Turns, spins, and is in. Touchdown. Warriors. Keyshawn Williams gets in from 9.
Touchdown, Riverdale.
Nice execution there. That was a really nice short drive by Riverdale, and special teams play kind of set that up. And Riverdale's in good shape here with 3:53 to go, leading 26-7, possibly more.
There was a flag thrown well away from it, and this is probably going to be assessed on the kickoff. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, I'm almost certain of. But a big score nonetheless. Unsportsmanlike conduct. It was something said as one of the Riverdale players was going off the field. Right there at that official who was well away from the ball.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Riverdale. That penalty will
So the
be
Toots
enforced
touchdown will stand, and this will be assessed on the kickoff. Toots touchdown, Toots good food and fun. That $6.99 lunch special is good all week long. Fridays, it's the catfish or the, they have some other seafood. It's shrimp, isn't it? Yeah. I think the clam, Wade Hayes was on the roundtable on Wednesday this week with Chip Walters and says the clam basket is coming back soon. They had trouble during COVID and after COVID of getting the clams, but I think it's coming back real soon, he said. So that's good news.
We cover it all here on News
Yes,
Radio
we do.
WGNS.
Luke Smith to hold. Here's the Armand extra point attempt. It's up and good. And your score, 27-7. Warriors over the Blaze. Here with 3:53 left in the half on State Farm Prep Sports.
Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom design jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and sets your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-893-1417.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. You'd do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Got kind of
The text and scores is 615-893-1450, and we'll get them on the air for you. Keep up with all the scores by following us on Twitter at WGNS Sports Radio. 27-7. Riverdale leads it. 3:53 to go here in the first half.
Thank you, John Dinkins. Trying to keep up with all the scores here tonight. It's 28-10 Beach over Siegel as Kuchera finds Inslee just before the end of the first half. This kick is going to get away and into the end zone from the Blaze. Maybe a good thing. It's been kind of a circus act at times tonight on kickoffs and punts. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Blaze.
And roll.
And John,
75 yards
Blackman
for the
certainly
touchback.
gave Riverdale the short field, and Riverdale took advantage of it quickly. So we know that they don't want to do that. And with 3:53, there's still a world of time. Even if Blackman doesn't score, they certainly need to get a couple of first downs and not give Riverdale the ball back.
Exactly,
I would think.
and because as explosive as Riverdale's been in this game, in the passing game, that could be terrible.
1st and 10. Here's Gregory passing right side. Oh, my goodness. Riverdale defender in the backfield quickly. Williams.
The pass complete.
He was back there before I could even see who the pass was to, and that was Bigelow.
Unfortunately for Gregory, that's negative yardage.
Yep, you're right. It's going to be a -1.5 at least.
Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11.
So sack it down. 3 minutes, 23 seconds. Sack it down now for the Blaze. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the right. Campbell Lee trying to open up a hole there on the right. And Perkins running right side. Not a whole lot there. And now a flag. I thought something may have occurred there. This is going to go against Riverdale, it does appear. Perkins tried to open up a hole, and then Perkins was just kind of thrown into the air and pushed back.
With the ball, number 27, Jabari Kemp.
And that was actually Jabari Kemp. I apologize, not Perkins. And the sophomore was sent into the air like a missile. Personal foul, Riverdale. Well, John, that's 3 of these now.
Yeah,
that's becoming a problem.
Yeah, it's one thing to be aggressive and hit them hard, but when you start hurting your team by doing that, you just can't happen.
Riverdale.
Well, when you play in big games, playoff games, play for region championships or something, those are things that will kill you and keep you from winning games like that. 1st and 10. Kemp trying to run up the middle, and he is met by a wall of Warriors. No gain. Well, they're going to give him more progress. So 2nd down and 8.
Jake Patterson.
Approaching 2.5 minutes left here. Thompson with another takedown. Ball at the 42. Here's Gregory to pass. Zips it across the middle near midfield and just a bit high. Intended for junior Jaden Guy. 5'10", 165-pound junior.
Guy would have probably tell you he should have had that ball because Gregory had to throw it in traffic. He had to zip it in there.
He was double covered.
And got him to his hands.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
about all he could do. 3rd and 8 facing the Blackman Blaze here. Sends Kemp out in motion. Pass complete to Carson. Carson to the 40, still on his feet, 30. And still on his feet, 25. Refuses to go down, and finally gang tackled at the 23-yard line. That was quite the run by Ethan Carson.
And a beautiful pass to him, too. Put a great touch on it. He was running in motion, and, boy, he didn't even have to stop.
Vanderbilt finally was the one who brought him down, but my goodness.
Hung on for dear life.
I was wondering if there was a horse collar in there somewhere along the line. Kemp blasting it up the middle. Going to get across the 20 in the John Day Legal red zone to the 18-yard line now. Morris on the tackle, a minute 34.
Tackle down by Morris.
That Ethan Carson catch here has them in good position here to maybe tack on a score before the half. Minute 22 to play. 27-7. Riverdale on top. Going to the end zone. Did he get in? Yes, sir. Touchdown. An 18-yard strike to Bigelow. Blaze TD.
He had him in his sights all the way. He threw a perfect strike. Ragoon got ahead of the defender and was able just to be wide open in the end zone.
Gregory finds Alex Bigelow, the senior, and I believe that's Alex's first TD of the season, according to the stats I got from Coach Kreisky. And here is Burumbazen for point, and it is good. With 1:13 to play in the half, it's Riverdale 27, Blackman 14 on State Farm Prep Sports.
Does being a caregiver for your loved one wear you out? Then Arosa Care is here to help. Arosa has an experienced team of caregivers and licensed care managers who help families make educated decisions regarding the aging process. This is Erin Keogh Rankin. Let me help you. Call us at 615-848-6774 or find us at arosacare.com.
Hey, it's Brian. I'd like to tell you about my bank, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. I want a bank where people know your name, say hi, and yes, even give me a sucker sometimes. Every time I go in, everyone's got a smile. Everybody at First National Bank of Middle Tennessee makes you feel so special. You get the hometown feel of a small bank with everything you'd expect from a big bank. Don't get that at yours? Come on over with me to First National Bank of Middle Tennessee on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Sir Pizza, sponsor of our Game and Coaches Show podcast. Find them at WGNSSports.com or wherever you listen to audio. That's Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church, and Memorial.
Well, here's the kickoff by Rumbazen. Going to be taken by the Warriors. 20,
got some
30,
blocks.
Left side, 35, 40, 45, and out of bounds is the Warriors' number 22, Isaiah Verser.
Verser with the return.
Flag on the play. What a surprise.
Yeah.
Penalty markers on the playing surface.
It's a playing surface.
Well, he's trying to be unique because he's had to say it so many times.
It's a hold against Riverdale. Well,
Riverdale.
that's going to negate a nice run here.
He did. He had a good line of blockers in front of him, too, and I thought he was going to take it to the middle.
And he took it to the outside.
Yeah, and I think that's where the holding happened.
To the 25, first and 10 Warriors.
So that puts the ball back at the 25-yard line. 1:01 to play here. We'll see if how Riverdale decides to play this. DJ Taylor on the left hip of Graham as they move left to right. Graham back to pass. Looks, a long pass across the middle. It is caught at the midfield stripe and into Blaze territory, and the pass is caught by Ben Woodruff. Senior Ben Woodruff. And Riverdale to the line of scrimmage quickly here. It's a First Bank first down. One pass, and they're already in Blackman territory. They go left side. This time, sneaking free, and this is trouble. 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown. Warriors. Keyshawn Williams takes it 46 yards to the house.
Nice nifty move after he made the catch, and that's what makes Montgomery and Williams so dangerous. It's what they do with the ball after they catch it.
Graham's pass complete.
My goodness.
Keyshawn Williams,
They are so
touchdown,
explosive.
Warriors.
I can see now why they put up 49 points and a half, you know,
Right. Smith to hold, Armand
against a
to
couple of
attempt.
opponents. I mean, they did that to Rockvale a few weeks ago, and something else. Extra point attempt is up and good. And with 32 seconds to play in the half, Riverdale 34, Blackman 14 on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up, it really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "It would have been a financial hardship had we not." Let me help you pre-plan. Call me at 615-893-2422.
Hi, this is Dan at Music World and Drummers Den. You've bought your new guitar, your keyboard, or your drums. You don't know how to play it. Well, we have lessons on all stringed instruments, all keyboards, and one of the best drum instructors in the area. We are set up for all types of lessons. Music World and Drummers Den, 2762 South Church Street. If you need music gear, Music World and Drummers Den is where you need to be. South Church Street, across from Indian Hills Golf Course.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
34-14 is our score. Riverdale on top. 32 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, another kickoff. And the Warriors put the boot in it, and it's going to be in the end zone. Kickoff here by Khalil Armand. Going to have the Ideas Tees halftime show coming up here for you in just a few moments. Going to have all kinds of stats and information. So I hope you'll stay tuned for all of that. Halftime score, Oakland leading 21-0 over Coffee County. Got Rockvale leading 28-0 over JP2, and I'm sure that Smyrna Stewart's Creek game is already in the second half. We'll get a report during halftime here. Here's Gregory with lots of time to pass, looking to midfield, and it's intercepted. Going the other way are the Warriors, and going to be knocked down at the 11-yard line. Trying to see who picked that ball off. And number 9, that is Zatrice Ote.
Perkins on the tackle.
Perkins actually finally brought him down, and John, that's going to give Riverdale
two timeouts left.
2 timeouts in 16 seconds. So that puts the Riverdale offense back out here. So that is Gregory's 7th interception of the year. Here's Graham, pass to the end zone, touchdown. Warriors, Keyshawn Williams on an 11-yard strike after the Blaze interception. Costly interception, big touchdown for the Warriors.
Well, Graham is red hot. Coming in, he was 10 of 14, 200 yards, add 11 to it now.
Here's Khalil Armand for point. They've scored 2 touchdowns in just mere seconds. Smith to hold. Armand for point. Snap, set, hold, kick, up, and the Toots touchdown. And now the Toots extra point. Up and good. Your new score, Warriors 41, Blaze 14 on State Farm Prep Sports.
Toots, good food and fun.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants. When I go places, people like to tell me their favorite menu item. One of the most popular is our catfish basket. Delicious fillets of catfish, fried golden brown and served over curly fries, or any side item for that matter. They're on our menu daily and on special every single Friday. At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Animal City, Music World and Drummers Den, Stones River Town Center, and Mills Family Pharmacy. Riverdale 41, Blackman 14, 10 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, here's the Riverdale kickoff, and it is going to be into the end zone, so the Blaze will have it at the 20-yard line, and would not be surprised for them to take a knee, but they may try one play here. We'll just see. Didn't work out too well the last time, so the pass was intercepted, and it set up one pass, one play for a touchdown for Riverdale. See if we've got several scores coming in here. Trying to update those. We'll give those to you on the post-game. I'm kind of rushing things, aren't I? Halftime show. They are kind of lined up here to take a knee. And that is what happens here. The clock's going to run out on the first half, so your halftime score is going to be Riverdale 41, Blackman 14. So on your Ideas Tees halftime show, we are going to get a report from the Smyrna at Stewart's Creek at Smyrna game with Danny Brewer, and all of the scores. We'll pass those along to you. Halftime stats, all of that coming up next on State Farm Prep Sports.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Let's work together to help ensure your finances can keep up with your unique needs over the long haul. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Did you just move here? Was the Tennessee summer a surprise? If the heat and humidity caught you off guard, wait until you feel a Tennessee winter. Since 1940, Roscoe Brown has been helping families in this area, and just like you go to the doctor for a checkup, you need to let Roscoe Brown do a winter checkup on your HVAC system. Don't let the approaching Tennessee winter surprise you. Set up a winter HVAC checkup at Roscoe Brown.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive.
Our sandwiches are very popular. Our pork and our chicken are probably most popular pulled meats. We have spare ribs. They're delicious. They fall off the bone good. We don't put sauce all over our meat.
And that's so you can choose mild or hot sauce or their signature white sauce.
White sauce is our special kind of secret sauce. It's delicious. It's kind of got a kick to it, but it's not too spicy.
Barbecue smoked chicken, ribs, loaded baked potatoes. Check out Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back to Riverdale High School. Riverdale leading Blackman 41-14 here at halftime. And this is your Ideas Tees halftime show. Ideas Tees is the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, you name it, they've got it. Plus, you can buy all of your officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise from Raider Tees. For Blue Raider Tees, polos, hats, and more, visit their showroom at 910 Ridgely Road. Just turn off Broad Street between Chewy's and Chili's. Ideas can put your logo on just about anything. Stop in and see how they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. Find out more online at ideastees.com. It's time now for our Dr. Automotive halftime report. Danny Brewer is in Smyrna for the Stewart's Creek Smyrna game. Danny, how's it going over there? Danny, can you hear me? Well, let me tell you what the report's brought to you by. Then we'll see if we can't get Danny. Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASC certified auto repair for decades. They grew up here and are your neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair, Dr. Automotive on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna. Online at SmyrnaAutorepair.com. Now we'll check on, see if Danny's come in. Danny?
Hey, yes, sir.
All right, how's it going there? Tell us a little bit, give us an update.
Exciting game, 4:02 left in the third quarter. Stewart's Creek's driving. They're currently sitting at the Smyrna 28-yard line. It's 13-6. Otay's just busted a big run. Now they've got it down at the Smyrna 12-yard line. Just a little under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. It's 13-6 Smyrna. Been a little bit of a back-and-forth game. Smyrna's led the whole way, but been exciting. Hard hits. Offenses have been a little stagnant on both sides.
Was that? I guess we kind of expected that. Smyrna's got a really good defense. Stewart's Creek's defense is really good. And I take it that Smyrna's been able to shut down a little bit of that the Stewart's Creek running attack.
To this point, yes, but Otay just busted it down inside its first and goal. Stewart's Creek now at about the 3-yard line. So, I know they've been having lots of clock difficulties here. Because now that we've got a timeout on the field because the clock is not running. But it should be first and goal, Stewart's Creek at the Smyrna 3-yard line.
Well, it sounds like that's going to be down to the wire tonight. And it's kind of what we expected, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Both teams are pretty good. And, heated rivalries, Battle of Albertville Road, Mayor's Cup, all that good stuff. So, yeah, lots of passion on the field tonight.
Well, I don't know whether to hold you. Are they in a timeout right there?
Of sorts. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know if they know what's going on. Yet the timeout, the official timeout, they're trying to figure out what's going on with the clock. Because it's like sometimes it doesn't stop running, and then sometimes it runs all the time. Or it won't start running. So you don't know. We don't know how much time is left, but it's third quarter. I can tell you that.
Third quarter, and Stewart's Creek's on the move.
Yeah, Stewart's Creek first and goal at Smyrna 3.
All right. Thank you, Danny, for that report. And it looks like Stewart's Creek may put one in the end zone here in just a minute. That's your Dr. Automotive live report from Smyrna, Tennessee. And we'll be talking to Danny after the game is over tonight as well. Rayburn Insurance keys to the game. And we bring in Rod Edwards here to tell you a little bit about what he's seen so far. And, wow, Riverdale's passing attack is pretty impressive.
It is. But what opened it up, though, they started the game with several runs. They tried a couple of long passes, recovered well, and once they got a few gashes by Taylor running, and then the middle of the field was open, Montgomery had 2 touchdowns. He just left people in the dirt, missing in tackles, and then we've had Williams has caught a couple of passes for touchdown. Taylor ran for a touchdown, so they've just very explosive. Blackman did try to get back into the game. Some penalties by Riverdale helped them get started, but they were able to put 2 drives in to get 2 touchdowns.
Blackman has really tried to get back in the game, but a punt that went awry. They had an interception there late. It kind of put him in a hole again. Trailing by 27 here at halftime. So maybe they can regroup and get back in this thing. But right now, Riverdale's been pretty amazing, actually. That's your Rayburn Insurance keys to the game. And time for your first half replays, brought to you by Craig's Tax Service. And I think we're ready to go with those. Brian, we may skip around a little bit here, so we'll see. We're going to tell you that the first three scores were Riverdale, a 32-yard pass from Graham to Montgomery, 47-yard TD from Graham to Montgomery, and then Riverdale, a 47-yard run by Taylor. Let's do that one. Riverdale's run by DJ Taylor was exciting.
DJ Taylor bounces it to the outside 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown. Taylor takes it 47 yards.
He is having himself a game. He has 104 yards here. We haven't ended the first quarter yet. They made it Riverdale 20, Blackman nothing. Blackman got on the scoreboard, 7:24 to go in the first half on this 23-yard pass from Gregory to Ragu.
Here's Gregory to pass, left side, has a man wide open, and he's there. John Dragoo for his third touchdown. Blackman Blaze.
Great fake. They all went to Perkins when Gregory faked the handoff, and Ragu on the play-action pass wide open. That made it 20-7. Riverdale scored again, this time a 9-yard pass from Graham to Williams.
Pass is going to be complete right there at the goal line. Turns, spins, and is in. Touchdown. Warriors. Keyshawn Williams gets in from 9.
And Blackman returned the score here. An 18-yard pass from Graham to Bigelow. Riverdale answered with 32 seconds to go. A 46-yard pass from Graham to Williams.
They go left side. This time, sneaking free, and this is trouble. 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown. Warriors. Keyshawn Williams takes it 46 yards to the house.
Nice nifty move after he made the catch, and that's what makes Montgomery and Williams so dangerous. It's what they do with the ball after they catch it. Riverdale added another one on after an interception with a pass from Graham to Williams to make it 41-14, and that's and trust me, we'll have all the replays for you at the end of the game on the Prentice Allsup Heating Air post-game show. But right now, that's your first half recap brought to you by Craig's Tax Service. You know, tax laws can be very confusing. It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service, probably only Rod's the only one that doesn't need help with taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Call them today at 615-890-2233. Craig's Tax Service is at 142 Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial. Mike, Brandon, and Brett Craig, along with Bruce Hall, salute all Rutherford County teams this season and look forward to a great second half. Smyrna holds on.
They hold on fourth down, so Stewart's Creek did not score.
Wow, that's pretty amazing right there in itself. All right, let's update our scoreboard here, our Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard before we take a break.
All right.
Brian, you've got them.
All right.
Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update now.
Well, we have got a considerable amount of scores to update you on, and I've been kind of feverishly taking a look and some surprises out there. Of course, here at the half, it's 41-14, Riverdale over Blackman. And now in the third quarter, it is Smyrna leading Stewart's Creek 13-6. At the half, maybe in the third quarter now, Rockvale 28, JP2 nothing. 21-0, Oakland over Coffee County. Beach leading 35-10 over Siegel. This is one maybe a bit surprising. It was 14-7 Laverne over Green Hill, but Green Hill just scored in the third quarter to tie the ball game up 14-14. Loretto just to start the second quarter, by the way, because that game was delayed due to the injured Loretto player having to be life-flighted to Vanderbilt. 21-0 Loretto leading in that one, and got our first final of the night in, and the Cougars of Middle Tennessee Christian School beat the Kings Academy 47-7, and that's your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update tonight.
And I guess we need to mention about PCA. Last week we weren't here,
Yep.
so kind of get us up to date on PCA.
Well, they beat Ezel Harding last week. They're 4-4, and I think if I'm not mistaken, with that win, they are now in the playoffs in their first year. So
yep.
that's
Congratulations.
pretty impressive.
Yes, Coach Ferguson's done a good job there at PCA in their first year of full 11-on-11.
And Mike Bartlett, an assistant coach out there in football, maybe had something to do with that.
What?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
No, he'll take a lot of the credit, I'm sure.
I'm sure he will.
Let's go to our stats here, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. And Rod, before you go into the stats, tell us a little bit about your thoughts on the first half.
My thoughts was Riverdale's offense looks pretty dominating. And I think they keep this kind of balance with the running game, the passing game. Early they couldn't hit the deep pass, but got the running game going. Then they got the short passes that they broke them for it. Then the deep game opened up, so they had the whole field available. They have so many weapons that they just keep working at it. They can get things rolling. I'm impressed with their defense. They're all over the place. The only thing I wasn't impressed with was a lot of personal fouls that really got Blackman back into the game. We did get to the point of 20-7 and then 27-14. And I think a lot of that was because players getting very complacent.
Yeah, the penalties hurt Riverdale a little bit, but they've been able to overcome it and come up with a very large lead here, which Blackman has got to get. They're going to get the ball back in the second half. They need to score. I mean, they can't afford to give Riverdale any more points.
I think one thing they need to do, too, is run Perkins a little bit more, then set up the pass. That's when they got the touchdown on the pass.
Yeah.
They ran Perkins a couple plays into it because he's going to get some yardage.
Yeah.
You know, even though Riverdale's had a good defensive game, he still gets his yardage.
Time for a look at the defense. Rod, you have that, and it's been very, very active for sure.
Yeah, except for Blackman. They had a lot of touchdowns, so you don't get tackles or runners go out of bounds. Leading the team with tackles was Tristan Wilkerson with 3, and then with 2 were Ethan Carson, Ian Carruthers, Anthony Hernandez, Josh Rochelle, Donovan Holloway, Trey McGaffey all had 2, and Rodney Urban. Now with Blackman, we have one guy that really stood out. Brian kept mentioning his name. He's made a tackle again. It's our Nicholas Morris. Had 8 tackles in the first half. You know, and that's a lot that's a good number for a game. Now with 4 tackles is Jalen Thompson, and Thompson's been bringing the thunder. He's the one that's been making a lot of the big hard hits. And then with 2, we have several. Keshawn Williams has 2, JoJo Smith 2, Xantrius Otay 2, Joseph Guzman 2, Jake Patterson 2. So those are the ones that have been the standouts in defense.
Well, we'll go over the offensive stats here for you. For Blackman, been kind of a tough night, although they have gotten it in the end zone on some big plays. Caden Perkins, 11 carries, 33 yards. Jamari Kemp, 3 carries, 12 yards. And Gregory Carter has passed for 110 yards. He has 2 touchdown passes of 23 and 18. He also has 1 interception. They rushed for 45 in the first half, 110 passing for 155 total. For the Riverdale Warriors, a different story altogether. DJ Taylor has done all the ball carrying, 6 carries, 104 yards. Braden Graham is 10 of 14 for 200, make that 11 of 15 for 211 yards, 5 touchdowns in this game. And 2 to Montgomery, 2 to Williams. He's been all over the place. They rushed for 103 yards total in the first half, passed for 211, and they have a total of 314 yards total offense in the first half. Those stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. We'll be back to wrap things up here on the Ideas Tees halftime show. Our score here, Riverdale 41, Blackman 14. We'll be back in just a minute.
Since 1966, Vans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. Alton and Jason Fan are there to ensure quality to every customer, even showing up on site. Vans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court near the county school board offices. They ask that you stop by or call 615-893-7930. That's 615-893-7930 for friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products. Vans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Vans will be there with trained technicians. Vans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Vans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Vans Heating and Air.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take planning. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. And I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-459-2683.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Well, welcome back to the IDST's halftime show. Got an announcement for you. Siegel FFA is hosting a bake sale tomorrow from 8 to 12 at both Tractor Supply locations. And I believe Eagleville FFA is having a little trivia. I think it's next Saturday, I believe. I think that's right, the 21st, I believe. So FFA busy, and go out and support them. And those are at Siegel FFA. That's at both Tractor Supply locations. So bake sale. Brian, you ought to go out there. Grab you something.
Maybe some brownies?
Little brownies or something like that. 41-14 here, and I want to update the scoreboard one time for you here. Jennings and Ayers presents our scoreboard. 41-14 Riverdale here at half. Stewart's Creek, Smyrna leads it 13-12. Brian's going to explain that game here in just a second for you. Rockville leading JP2 35-0. Oakland 21, Coffee County nothing. That's in the third quarter. Beach is leading Siegel 35-10. Laverne is tied with Green Hill by a score of 14-14. And Loretto 21-0. That's in the second quarter. They're trailing there. And MTCS, the only final we have, defeated Kings Academy by a score of 47-7. I got a feeling a lot of the youngsters got to play for MTCS in that second half tonight.
Got one update there. Going to the fourth quarter, Green Hill and Laverne are tied at 21. Now that's 6-1 Green Hill and Laverne tied at 21.
Yeah.
That score just into us here. So apparently on a punt, let me pull this text back up from Danny just to get it right. The Smyrna punt, the punter's knee touches the ground, so they ruled him down. So they let me just read it. Smyrna punter touches knee down on snap. So Stewart's Creek gets a touchdown here on that. They go for 2. They do not get the 2-point try. So Smyrna leads 13-12.
And that's still in the third, right?
Well, it just went to the fourth quarter.
All right, got a barn burner there. Green Hill and Laverne in a barn burner as well. We mentioned those FFA announcements. And if you have announcements you'd like us to broadcast and put on our website, send an email to sports@WGNSradio.com. Plus, you can follow at WGNS Sports Radio for updates and to tell us where you're listening from tonight by texting us at 615-893-1450. And don't forget the Prentice Awesome Heating and Air Coach's Corner in the morning beginning at 8 o'clock. We'll start off with Riverdale at 8, Smyrna at 8:15, Blackman at 8:30, Laverne at 8:45, Oakland at 9, Stewart's Creek 9:15, Rockville 9:30, Siegel 9:45, and Eagleville at 10. Then you can join us for MTCS Cougar Corner presented by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance at 10:15 in the morning. That's going to do it for the Ideas Tees halftime show. Man, I'm tired. That was a lot. And we will be back after this 30-second timeout with the second half between Riverdale and Blackman.
The Blue Raider fan source for officially licensed Middle Tennessee gear is Raider Tees. T-shirts, caps, sweats in all sizes, designs, colors, children's to plus sizes. Raider Tees has decals and license plates to show everyone your favorite team. Plus, check out their wide selection of Blue Raider art, jewelry, even golf tee markers. Show your Blue Raider pride with the largest selection of Blue Raider merchandise anywhere by shopping Raider Tees, 910 Ridgely Road, just before the bridge over Broad behind Chewy's.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Football.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS is brought to you in part by good neighbor State Farm Agent Bud Morris, located at 3245 Franklin Road, just down from Franklin Road Christian School. That's State Farm Agent Bud Morris, 615-893-1417. And as we're serenaded with another variety of music, here at Riverdale, it's time for the second half kickoff, and with the play-by-play story, as soon as he gets through typing, is Brian Barrett.
Just trying to see how things are going out there at Oakland. Haven't heard a lot. I know they went to halftime and got several games that are going to the fourth quarter. And
Oakland 28-0, 6:21 to go in the third.
Gotcha. Okay. Knew I hadn't heard an update in a while. So they are in the third quarter. It's good to know. I'm sure JoJo Freeman's going to give us an update as well. That's Brett Rigsby updating us there too. So got a lot of friends helping us out. Here's the kick. Going to be taken here by Blackman from the 1-yard line. 5, 10, 15, 20, and to the 24-yard line, and a hard hit there to get things started here and ready to go. Have to turn our crowd mic down during the
return with the tackle, number 18,
halftime.
Gibson Frost.
Things are a little loud at halftime, aren't they?
Fans, may have your attention.
Yeah.
Jayla Dowell and
Plays are
Ranisha
moving from left to right as we see it.
Please report to the press box.
Just starting at 8:48, the second half in this one. 41-14, Riverdale on top. Gregory sending 2 wide right, 1 to the near side, and a big hole up the middle for Perkins. Going to skirt past the 40 to the 41.5-yard line. And a nice run for Perkins. That's going to be for first down yardage. Looks like 17 yards. Morris.
He's been pretty effective. Now, there have been a couple of penalties that have brought back some of his runs, but he's looked very good.
First bank, first down for the Blaze. Twin receivers on the right. Ooh, Perkins almost tackled from behind and is going to get away from that tackle by Joseph Guzman and pick up 3. And he's finally going to be wrestled down at the 41 by Thompson.
Looking on the positive side for Blackman here tonight, I think the offensive line is doing a really pretty good job of creating holes for Perkins. Plus, they protected Gregory for the most part in this game.
Receivers on the near side at the hashes and numbers, and now Lee is in motion from the hash over to the right side of that line. And he was the intended receiver, trying to catch him over the top, but I think Gregory had to rush that a little bit as he felt some pressure.
It's third down.
Third down now. They're going to the fourth quarter with Siegel trailing Beach 41-10 on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Lee in motion from right to left. Lines up on the left side of the line. Gregory looks that way. Now passes to Lee. Little juggle catch, but out of bounds at the 40 for a first down. Nice job of Lee. Good concentration by him.
Gregory's pass
Number 1 to catch the ball, and number 2 to stay in bounds there on the sideline.
First and 10.
That's a good catch by the senior Lee.
And they gave him plenty of time. He was able to look at the main receiver, primary receivers, had plenty of time. Good job.
First bank, first down, and the Blaze putting together a nice drive in Riverdale territory here now. 2 receivers stacked on the left or the right side at the hashes. Here on the near side is John Dragoo, who's got 1 touchdown here tonight. Here's Perkins blasting up the middle, and a nice 12-yard pickup inside the 30 to the 28. That's going to move the chain
on the run
on the 1st and 10. Boy, that's a gigantic hole for him. Open up right there.
He's been doing it now, I'll tell you. Again, as I mentioned, penalties have hurt a couple of big runs of his.
Davis making the tackle there.
He's getting into the secondary on these last couple of runs.
Number 21, Traylon Davis.
First and 10. This time Perkins doesn't get much. Actually going to lose a yard back to the 29-yard line. So he's going to be snatched down behind the line of scrimmage by James. 17-yard pass
on the tackle
from Jones to Javarian Otey, and Stewart's Creek takes an 18-13 lead over Smyrna. That game again in the fourth quarter with 9:46 to play. New score on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Stewart's Creek has never beaten Smyrna, by the way, in the Mayor's Cup. Pass to Lee, complete inside the 10, and Blackman marching here in the John Day Legal red zone. They are inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Nice pass from Gregory to Lee.
Campbell Lee did a nice job. That ball was thrown slightly behind him, and he just twisted his body a little bit to get it into his hip and held on to it. Nice play.
Davis making a touchdown-saving tackle, honestly. The give to Perkins. Perkins takes the pile to near the 5-yard line, and the scrum is going to be blown dead right there at the 5. There's been a score by JP2 against Rockvale. It's 35-7 with about 5.5 minutes to play in that one. They had a running clock going there. Gibson making a tackle. 8:22 to play here in the third. Sackett and goal from the 5. Perkins running near side, tries to keep those legs churning and trying to get into the end zone. Yes, he does! Touchdown Blaze.
With the rush, number 6.
Looked like the Kansas City Chiefs on that one.
Touchdown.
Everybody pushed and pushed and pushed and got him in.
That was something else.
That was a nice drive there. It's about a 75-yard drive by Blackman.
Toots touchdown for the Blackman Blaze on the opening drive. Don't forget you can order Toots online at Toots.com, and you can now order your favorites on Uber Eats from Toots. Barumbazen for point after, and it is good. So your new score, 41-21. Riverdale still leading the Blackman Blaze here in the backyard brawl. 8:08 to play in the third quarter on State Farm Prep Sports.
For almost 150 years, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been helping local businesses with their banking needs. Hi, I'm Justin Burris, commercial banker at the 1708 Gateway Boulevard location. Let us show you how easy it is to do business with a true community bank. Local people making local decisions for our friends and neighbors like you. First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 401715.
For nearly 2 decades, Mills Family Pharmacy has cared for residents in our community as if they were part of our own family. At Mills, we work hard to provide you with customized services to fit your needs. Mills also offers flu shots, immunizations, medication therapy management, and even a medication delivery service.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro.
Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Here's the kickoff taken by the Riverdale Warriors. And they're going to get it up to the 25-yard line, and that's where things begin here for Riverdale. And an impressive drive here, John, by the Blackman Blaze to get things started. 41-21 your score.
Really did a nice mix, and Perkins did most of the work, and glad that he got that touchdown to cash it in. But really good combination of passing and running the football. Now they need a hold. Riverdale has gone a lot to the air in that second quarter, kind of abandoned the run. We'll see if they try to run the football a little bit more this third quarter.
Graham's got 3 receivers on the wide side, the right. They do go to DJ Taylor. Ooh, some room on the left sideline, and skirts to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, and finally out of bounds. Boy, Taylor with a long run of 26 yards.
Well, they had 104 in the first, and then they didn't go to him for a while. Now they go back as they start the third quarter, and here we go, 26 yards and a first down for Riverdale.
Well, McGaffey makes the tackle. Showed a lot of speed there, didn't he, John?
Sure did. In fact, just a burst. I thought they had him pinned back.
Got it just across the midfield stripe at the 48-yard line where they officially marked him out of bounds. And Graham going to scramble for his life now and going to turn, spin, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage. That was really, he was really pretty lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think quarterbacks sometimes don't get enough credit.
Yeah.
When they scramble to at least just get back to the line of scrimmage, that's huge.
Shell on the tackle. Looks like we've got a little equipment problem with one of the linemen. The Eagleville-Loretto game has finally gone to halftime with Loretto leading Eagleville 34-7 at the half. Second down and 10. 7:10 to play in the third. Riverdale leading 41-21. And a pass to Montgomery. Montgomery turns, spins, gets out of a tackle. 30, 20. Ooh, just tripped up inside the 20. Gets down to about the 10-yard line, just shy of the 10. And Wilkerson made a touchdown-saving tackle. Boy, that kid is elusive. It's like he's got oil on him.
Well, again, that's what makes he and Williams so good. After they make the catch, man, they are gone.
They're working here in the John Day Legal Red Zone now. John Day, the law offices of John Day, helping injured people for more than 30 years. JohnDayLegal.com. And now we've got movement. And this is going to cost the Blackman Blaze. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Blackman.
Offside, Blackman.
So this offside penalty.
Oakland leads 35-0 now.
So they've got a running clock now. So it is 1st and 5 from the 6-yard line. Going to the air, into the end zone, incomplete. Cannot see who that was intended for. It was intended for Braylon Vanderbilt, I think, yes. And McGaffey tipped it away for the Blaze. 2nd down and 5 from the 6. Looking to the sideline is Graham. He's going to have 3 receivers to the wide side, the ball from the left hash. Keyshawn Williams is going to be one of 2 receivers to the left, so the backfield empty. 5 receivers, and he's going to keep it himself and run it right into the end zone. Touchdown Warriors, touchdown Braden Graham.
Just a little quarterback draw, and I think he caught everybody off guard there. Big run, big play.
The run covers
the Warriors answer with the touchdown. They answer the Blackman Blaze touchdown with one of their own. And here is Khalil Armand, whose leg has to be tired by now with all the kickoffs and extra points on the night. Here's another attempt, and this one is high, and this one is through the uprights after the Toots touchdown. It's good. Warriors 48, Blaze 21 with 6:12 to play in the third quarter here on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
Each team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm good neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-895-2700, and I can save you time and money.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and sets your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm agent Andy Wommel. Auto, renters, frankly any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-890-0850.
I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Crick's Tax Service, and Dr. Automotive. 6:12 to go here in the third, 48-21 Riverdale.
Kickoff sails into the end zone.
Armand's kick to the end zone.
We're seeing Armand do a lot more of that as well, and of course, that's just another weapon
First and 10,
in the old
Blackman
arsenal.
At the 20.
So that definitely helps as well.
They go to the fourth quarter, Riverdale make that Oakland leading 35-0 still.
It's taken them a little while to get there, and I'm sure that Coach Kevin Creasy has used a lot of his deep bench in that game against Coffee County. Blackman Blaze trailing 48-21 here, and try to go up the middle with Perkins, and he is met by a Warrior wall and push back.
Perkins with the run.
No gain.
Knocked back by
Second and 10.
Warriors.
Fernandez and Holloway leading the way. Well, Smith and Guzman. Make that correction for you. Second and 10. That's what I get for making a two-sided piece of paper. Back to pass is Gregory. Has a bit of time now and lofts it long and deep, and it is going to be intercepted by the Riverdale Warriors. Second interception of the night.
For the Warriors by Jalen Thompson.
And it's Jalen Thompson.
I don't know if he got hit a little bit as he threw it. They kind of threw a lame duck. He had plenty on it, but he was just waiting for it.
Just kind of, it was in the air for a long, long time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Riverdale will get the ball back. JP2 is found the end zone again, but Rockvale 35-14 with 1:35 to play in that one. And Beach has found the end zone again. It's 48-10 with 5:44 to play in that game.
That's over Siegel.
That's
right?
over Siegel, yes. Pardon me, I should have said that. And here is a pass from Graham to the sideline, which is caught by Ben Woodruff.
The pass complete
and
to number
suddenly
7.
The Riverdale Warriors are in Blackman territory at the 47-yard line.
That's a pass, a little out route to the sidelines, and that's something they work on all the time, and that was just perfect timing. Caught it and just was able to stay in the inbounds.
That's enough for a first bank first down. Quick pass to the right to Montgomery. Montgomery to the sideline. Didn't have a lot of room there, but does get to the 41, and now a flag.
The pass complete to
that was a quick flag. Something was said, and not 100% sure. Looks like Bubba Victory right there. You can see the mustache. You can see that from 10 miles away. Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike. Riverdale.
Dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So that's going to be a big penalty against the Warriors, and Will Kreisky just kind of throws his hands up in the air, not happy. I don't believe it was Bubba who threw that flag, by the way, so don't want to get any Riverdale fans, you know, rolling his house or anything.
Why not? Oh, yeah,
well,
yeah, no, okay.
Yeah, why not? I don't care.
What's he doing? What's he doing out there? He's got worse knees than I have.
Well, that just goes to show you. I mean, you could be out there doing that.
No.
That's going to put the ball back at the 44-yard line of Riverdale now and make it 1st and 20. And all of the officials are using their little notepads and their short pencils to write down numbers. And you got to be careful in these situations. And we've seen it happen all too many times. Some players having to miss some games. First
you don't
and
want to
20.
do that now,
no,
for sure.
It's getting late in the season for sure. 5 receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Zipping the pass to Montgomery. It's caught at the 34-yard line. Make it 33-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a first down. That's about 22 yards, I think. And Rochelle and Talley make tackles there, but not before Montgomery picks up a first down on one pass from Graham. That's something else, I'm telling you. That's a dangerous combination.
Pass was thrown, but Montgomery reached up and got it. Just great hands.
Really good coverage by Blackman, too.
It wasn't bad.
1st and 10 after the first bank first down at the 33 of Blackman. Here's Graham back to pass, zips it down the middle into triple coverage, incomplete this time, intended for Braylon Vanderbilt. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update, final from Rockvale. Rockets 35, Pope John Paul 14. Rockets victory out there tonight, so congratulations on the big win. And it's 42-0 with 10:31 to play in the fourth. Oakland rolling over the Coffee County Red Raiders. Back to pass and a little dump pass. Graham. It's complete. I'm not sure who it's complete to for 2 yards. That's Woodruff. And Urban made a great tackle.
Gain of a yard.
Woodruff had to go like really high into the air for that one, and it's kind of put him in a bad spot. But he made the catch. Going to bring up a 3rd down here, and Riverdale hasn't had many 3rd downs, come to think of it. 3rd down and 9 from the 32 of Blackman. Back to pass, looking right, hit as he throws, caught by Montgomery inside the 20-yard line at the 18. and it's going to be enough to move the chain. It's a first bank first down, 14-yard pass and catch, and they're in the John Day legal red zone. Seriously injured? Call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. McGaffey made the tackle of Montgomery. That's a dangerous quarterback-receiver combo there, I'm telling you. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Are the Warriors once again tonight. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. And this time they get to Braden Graham and bring him to the ground. It is a quarterback sack for -6. Roseman on the takedown for the Blackman Blaze, and a brown bag special back to the 26-yard line.
The loss to the 26, 2nd and 17.
Little upset brewing in Wilson County. Lebanon leading Mount Juliet 28-17. That's going to throw that region into a mess. Running right side, an explosive Isaiah Verser. 15, 10, and out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Some fresh legs with Isaiah Verser. There is a flag on the field at the 10. That goes for 21 yards. We'll see if this is going to stand. Lark made the tackle there.
Looks like it. Well,
yeah,
I can't tell.
It's right there on the sideline, so I'm not sure either.
Riverdale.
Yep.
The penalty, holding against Riverdale.
It's going to be a hold against the Warriors. That's been as much offense as we've seen out of Riverdale tonight, John. That's been their one big bugaboo.
Yep.
And it's a pretty glaring bugaboo, isn't it?
Well, it is. They've been able to overcome it because they're so explosive, but that may not be the case each and every night.
Well, when you're in a tight game and it's 21-14, you know. Here's Graham back to pass, looking right side, and incomplete. There is a flag on the play. Ben Woodruff kind of threw his hands in the air, thought he was held, and that may indeed be the case.
So Blackman gives it back to him if that is the case.
The officials are huddled up and discussing things. 2:21 to play here in the third. 41, make that 48-21 your score. Riverdale on top, holding Blackman.
The penalty, holding against Blackman.
And so that is the case. And so after a Riverdale penalty, now a Blackman penalty is going to put the ball now at the 12-yard line. So now 2nd and 3. And Blackman
offsides,
is going to be offsides.
Offsides.
So 2nd and 3 should be 1st and 10. I'm sorry, 1st and goal.
Following the penalty, that is a first down.
So it's a first bank first down.
Courtesy of Richard Pearl and Keller Williams.
So 1st and goal from the 7. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Verser on the left hip of Braden Graham. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Graham looking, has some room. Now weaves in and out of traffic and is going to be downed at the 1-yard line. Ball comes loose after he was down, but he is down at the 1. Really some pretty nifty moves by the senior quarterback. Weathers on the tackle for the Blackman Blaze. Riverdale knocking on the door here, leading 48-21. Minute 50 left in the third. Verser now on the right hip of Graham. Looking right, now looking left. Passing to the left corner of the end zone and overthrown. Over the head of Woodruff, I believe. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 1. What does Riverdale decide to do on 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line? Graham has a rushing touchdown tonight. They go to the right corner of the end zone for Montgomery, and a juggle catch is going to be incomplete. I think that pass was a little too high, and
pass intended for Montgomery.
There are some Riverdale fans saying, "Come on, ref." There was some.
I was really thinking they'd go to Verser on that, on the ground.
Yeah. 4th and goal from the 1. Riverdale looks like they're going to go for it here. 2 passes in a row on goal to go from the 1. Oh, the snap is over the head of Graham, and he's going to just corral it at the 12-yard line, and so that's where Riverdale will take over. I'm sorry, where Blackman will take over.
Quarterback's head. The ball goes over on down
so
to
Blackman will take over
at the 17.
And Riverdale will be denied a score here.
And also in a close game like that too, Brian, that would be devastating. So those are little things like that, they need to be ironed out. Probably not going to matter in this game, but.
With 1:48 to play in the 4th quarter, Robinson on a 41-yard pass from Morris, touchdown Smyrna. Smyrna 19, Stewart's Creek 18. 19-18 Smyrna with 1:48 to play, 4th quarter. What a game. Barn burner. Coming here near side to the 20-yard line, a thunderous
Perkins on the run.
Hit on Perkins.
On the tackle, number 21, Traylon Davis.
So it's Austin Morris to Michael Robinson on the touchdown run. They went for 2. It was no good, but Smyrna leads by 1. If they gotten the 2, they would have been up by 3, so I guess that's the reason to go for 2. Here's a pass from Gregory, and it is intercepted. No, dropped. That would have been the 3rd pick of the night.
The pass incomplete,
and
up by
Zentreus Ote is probably thinking, man, that would have been nice to have. That would have been his 2nd of the night, I think.
Also, the man was open in the middle of the field.
Yep.
Just overthrew him.
3rd down and 6. Quick pass right side, and Perkins. Ball is loose, but he was down. And boy, Perkins really took a lick right there.
Well, this will give Riverdale pretty good field position, I would assume, on this punt.
Well, I tell you what, John, we've seen some punts tonight that have been kind of interesting. So field position has been interesting anyway. So a punt here from the Blaze. Very high, short kick. It is going to roll out of bounds. We'll see where it goes out of bounds. It's going to be where? Well, the official keeps running. It's going to be like around the 34-yard line. Very short punt.
I'm not sure. I'm worried about the drone attack we're having.
Going to the 4th quarter finally here, 48-21. Riverdale Warriors lead the Blackman Blaze here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA. Live your best life.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised?
Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS is brought to you in part by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Craig's Tax Service, and Dr. Automotive.
Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, Rod Edwards here with you. We've swapped sides of the field here. Now Riverdale moving from right to left. And now Graham flushed out of the pocket in motion, now running down to the 20-yard line. And
quarterback Graham
gets just short of the 20 to the 21.
A run to the 21.
Didn't see anything there, and he's just created his own. Picked up another first down.
He's got some. He's got a pretty good motor on him. He's got Verser on his right hip. Passes here to the near side, finds Keyshawn Williams. Williams 10, Williams 5, and Williams finally be muscled down by Trey McGaffey, just short of the end zone. 17-yard gain there. And of course they're motoring here in the John Day Legal red zone. Start of the fourth quarter, and Riverdale knocking on the door again. Of course they were at the 1-yard line. They had it first and goal from the, well, at least second and goal from the 1. And were denied. On fourth and goal, the snap went over Graham's head, and this time after holding Blackman, they got the short field and now knocking on the door again. Go to the air to the corner of the end zone, incomplete, overthrew Braylon Vanderbilt there.
That was good coverage.
Graham's pass intended for Vanderbilt.
I believe that was Hernandez defending. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Warriors up 48-21. Rockvale a winner tonight. MTCS a winner tonight. Should be having some finals rolling in here in a matter of moments, honestly. Coming to the near side, it is Verser, and it is a touchdown. Warriors, a 2-yard rumble. Make that a 4-yard rumble by Isaiah Verser.
I was thinking they might do that on the other end of the field earlier. They did it there. Very effective. And they're up 54-21 with another chance for an extra point here.
Warriors find the end zone.
I'm running out of room for scores.
I'm running out of places to record scores. Here's Khalil Arman. Just gets the kick away, and it's good. 55-21 your score.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton.
And it is 10:27 to play in the ball game. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Does being a caregiver for your loved one wear you out? Then Arosa Care is here to help. Arosa has an experienced team of caregivers and licensed care managers who help families make educated decisions regarding the aging process. This is Erin Keogh Rankin. Let me help you. Call us at 615-848-6774 or find us at arosacare.com.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Kicking for the
We are back, and Oakland Patriots a winner tonight, 42-0 over Coffee County. Another final just in on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. So 3 games final, and Riverdale Warriors just tacked on a TD. Armand boots this one, going to be taken at the 1 by the Blaze. 10, 15, and to the 17-yard line, and that's where the Blaze will begin here.
Armand's kick.
Good pursuit there by the Warriors. He got through one block and then was run down by a couple of Warriors.
It's also also a final
Blackman.
at Beach as the Beach Buccaneers defeat the Siegel Stars 48-10 tonight.
17.
And I'm thinking that Smyrna game has just gone final. It did, 19-18 Smyrna. What a game. Something else, isn't it? The streak is alive. Smyrna has won 11 games in a row. Here's a run up the middle by Perkins, bounces off a guy and to the 30-yard line, still on his feet to the 34. Man, this kid's something else. Caden Perkins for 17 yards.
Another first down for Blackman.
He just doesn't give
quit.
up, does
No,
he?
he doesn't quit.
Perkins on the run. On the tackle for the Warriors, Gibson Frost.
He's got 93 yards rushing.
2 wide left, 1 to the near side for Gregory. Pass goes to the left. And almost a first down run there.
I think it might be a little short, but
due to that's
to
Mark
number 83,
James.
Mark James. Tackle for the Warriors by Dakota Woodard.
Didn't have James on my list here. Going to be an 8-yard pickup. Well, it's a big game for Smyrna next week. They play Antioch, and that's for a region title.
Yep.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish, isn't it?
Sure is. We wouldn't have given them much of a chance that first game, first week.
Perkins trying to get that first down, and he's going to claw his way to the 45.
Perkins with the carry.
And should have it. Yes, he does.
On the tackle, number
He's going to have it by about a
Hudson
yard.
Fuqua. First and 10,
Quay
Blackman
on
from
the tackle.
45.
First and 10, first bank, first down. Back to pass here is Gregory. Finds Perkins, 50, 45, 40. Ooh, he stepped out of bounds. He had so much green grass in front of him, but just went out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Taken out of bounds by number 41.
That's going to go for about 13 yards. Blackman in kind of a hurry-up offense, and I can see why. 55-21 your score. Riverdale on top. Official sets it down. 3 wide right, and now Lee is in motion. Going to line up on the left side of the line. Now blocking here for Perkins behind the right guard. Doesn't get much to the 40, so just a 2-yard pickup. James on the tackle.
Run by number 27.
Boy, it's little things in games, extra points and all, 19-18. Boy, that's got to be tough on a team like Stewart's Creek.
Second and 8.
That's one that's going to sting. Second down and 8.
And it was a big play that beat them.
It sure was. Second down. Gregory gives to Jabari Kemp here. And the sophomore runs it to the 36-yard line for a 4-yard gain to set up a third down here. It's going to be third and about 4, I think. Davis on the tackle.
I think Riverdale's starting to sub a little bit here.
Yeah.
Clock winding down.
We're in the fourth quarter with 5.5 minutes to play. Campbell Lee in motion now. Lining up here to the right. They fake the run, and now Lee's got it. Runs down the left sideline and gets the first down, and a flag flies here at the end of the play.
Pass complete to Campbell Lee.
Lee does pick up the first down, but we'll see what the flag, how it affects this play is all about.
Flags everywhere on the play.
The game tonight brought to you by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, Dr. Automotive, State Farm, and the JHA Company, Little Caesars Pizza, Rayburn Insurance Agency in Murfreesboro, and Las Casas Feed Supply.
Now this is another
personal
foul against Riverdale.
What, that's 4 tonight?
Yes. Personal foul or face mask penalties, 15-yarders. So that's 60 yards on just those kinds of plays. And they're in the John Day Legal red zone. Perkins tripped up just as soon as he got the football by Patterson, but he does stumble to the 12-yard line. So right to the line of scrimmage, so doesn't get much more than that.
Perkins on the carry.
Well, I was talking to someone else here in the press box.
Down to the 13.
That's been something that Riverdale has been dealing with, are these penalties. Give is to Perkins, trying to find a hole, and there's just nothing there, and he's gang tackled back to the 14-yard line, so he's going to lose a couple. And it's going to be third down here now. 3 minutes, 24 seconds, clock rolling.
Perkins on the run with the tackle, number 2.
This is taking a lot of time here, too, for sure. It's going to be a Riverdale victory, and John, Riverdale has a game at Siegel next week, which we plan to broadcast, and then week 11, which we will broadcast at Oakland. Pass across the top to Dragoo, and he is going to be taken down at the 10-yard line, make that 5-yard line. So it picks up 8.
20, John Dragoo.
Dakota Woodard on the tackle. So we've got Riverdale Siegel, then week 11 we've got a Thursday game with MTCS and Ezo Harding, and then Friday game Riverdale at Oakland. My point about that is the Riverdale Oakland game, if there's not a slip up at Siegel next week, could be for a region title. Run up the middle, trying to slip in, gets to
Caden Perkins with the run for the Blackman
Caden Perkins to the end zone. Touchdown for the Blackman Blaze at the 2:14 mark of the fourth quarter. Blaze TD.
I'd like to see that from Blackman. That no give up. Made a good had a good drive going down the field. They could have just hung it up and said aloha, but they didn't.
Here's the extra point after the Toots touchdown by Burumbazen, and it is good.
Burumbazen is good.
So your score,
2:14 remaining.
48-20, make that 55-28. 55-28 your score, Riverdale over the Blackman Blaze here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
I want expert advice on going 100% solar.
I want to go green without breaking the bank.
I want to meet my sustainability goals.
I want solar to be simple.
Done, 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 done.
I want to save the planet.
Little hero, let's start with one of MTE's solar programs first. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm agents Celeste Middleton, Bud Morris, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. I guess Celeste will be going to France here before long.
I'm sure. Got a few trips out there. The kick is to the sidelines there. Yep. So now the officials are
following the out-of-bounds kick, 1st and 10.
Talking
Warriors.
things. It'll be 1st and 10 Riverdale
at the 37.
At the 37-yard line, looks like.
The quarterback for the Warriors.
Trying to find score on the Green Hill Laverne game right now, but I'm not having any luck at that. Here's a short run for no gain.
Verser on the run.
Verser with the run.
Tackled down by 79, Archie Roseman.
It's third quarter now, and Loretto leads 41-7 over Eagleville. That one is later just because of the injury. They had a long injury situation out there. And Mount Juliet still trailing Laverne. I'm sorry. Mount Juliet still trailing Lebanon by 8. Here comes Verser to the near side 40, 45, and ridden out of bounds. Boy, what a tough tackle out of bounds there.
Isaiah Verser with the run.
1:14 to play here in this ball game.
Tackle down by number 3.
Collier with the tackle.
Anthony Collier. That's another Richard Pearl, Keller Williams Realty.
They're actually in that Eagleville game in the fourth quarter.
Warriors.
Mount Juliet and Lebanon are tied with 2 minutes to play. Going down to the wire. 1st and 10 after the first bank first down, and with that, it's going to allow Riverdale here to run out the clock. Line up in victory formation, it looks like. Yep, there's a knee. Looks like our final score is going to wind up 55-28 here.
Next Friday night to Siegel High School.
And Riverdale will be at Siegel next week. And we will be at Siegel next week as well. Looking forward to seeing the Stars at Siegel High School. And then the following week, that's hard to believe for me, but next week's week 10, then the following week, week 11, and the final week of the regular season. It's it's crazy how quick it's gotten here in many aspects. But we'll have 2 games for you that week with MTCS and Ezel Harding on a Thursday night, and Riverdale and Oakland on week 11 at Oakland High School. So we will jump into the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show for you. It's coming up next. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports. All the scores and the final stats, all of that coming up for you right here on News Radio WGNS.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-893-1417.
Renters. When you combine State Farm, auto, and renters insurance, you will save money. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love to talk to you about combining your auto and renters insurance to help you save. Call me 615-895-2700.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is dedicated to Rutherford County, its students, their families, and their futures. Hi, I'm Ryan Savage, Assistant Vice President and Branch Manager. We understand the challenges of managing your family's finances. At First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, your family is our family. Visit us at our Gateway or Memorial Boulevard offices here in Murfreesboro and always online at fnbmt.com. First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS 401715.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Lascassas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
Whether you have a quarter acre or several, Lascassas Feed Supply has premium feeds and dog foods you can't find in box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Lascassas Feed.
Plus, every Saturday morning they have a local producer-only farmers market with fresh vegetables, beef, pork, and more.
Customer service and expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Family owned and operated by Coy and Jennifer Young, Lascassas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Lascassas.
Hey, I'm Jack Hayes, here with my dad Nick and my granddad Pops.
In 1985, when we opened our doors, we had one kids item on the menu. It was a hot dog. But today we have one of the most popular kids items in Rutherford County. What's your favorite item, Jack?
Chicken fingers, curly fries, and our homemade barbecue sauce.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back in to the State Farm coverage of Prep Football from News Radio, WGNS. It's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. I'm Brian Barrett here from Riverdale High School and Watts Tomahawk Stadium. And it is the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offers same-day service. Rely on the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call 615-890-1311 or check them out online at PrenticeAllsup.com. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air on West College Street. A look at your Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard.
Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update now.
All right, here are your scores tonight, and I'm going to get to the first one here. Just got this one in. Laverne 27, Green Hill 24. That is a new final that we have in. And now an update on this one as we get a report from Danny Brewer. Smyrna 19, Stewart's Creek 18. And Danny was there to see this game in person. What a finish, Danny. It's Smyrna 11 in a row over Stewart's Creek. It's amazing.
You know, this is what high school football is all about. And I think that no matter which side, I mean, obviously for Smyrna folks it's great, but for Stewart's Creek, they can hold their head high. I mean, this was a doggone back and forth, ebb and flow, you know, trading punches, and it come down to the very end. Super exciting game. You know, Stewart's Creek scored the go-ahead touchdown in the fourth quarter on a fourth and goal play from like their own 17, and so they go up. And so then you're like, okay, well, what's going to happen next? And like Smyrna, it was fourth and 8 from the Stewart's Creek 41-yard line, and they score. Michael Robinson catches it and runs it in from 41 yards out to put Smyrna up 19-18. So it was just like I said, just an incredible back and forth, ebb and flow game. Why you come watch high school football? Really hotly contested. Like I said, everything that you can think of. Fantastic game.
Yeah, that Smyrna score came with what, about a minute 50 or so left?
About a minute 50 left. Stewart's Creek got the ball back, and you know Michael Robinson wound up being the dog of the day because he scored on the fourth down play, and then he intercepted a ball to kind of seal the game. Of course, Smyrna had to run the clock out, but still, he intercepted a pass when Stewart's Creek was driving. Stewart's Creek converted. It was fourth and about 8, and Stewart Creek converted, and they had it about at midfield, and then Michael Robinson picked off a pass and gave Smyrna the ball back, and then it was good night, Irene.
Well, Danny, John, and I were kind of talking during one of the timeouts here. I came back and I mentioned that Smyrna had won, and I said that Smyrna was going to play Antioch next week with a region title on the line. And then the first thought was, you know, after the first 4 weeks, you wouldn't have given Smyrna even a chance to be in that, have a chance to be doing that here at this point in the season, but they are.
4 weeks in a row, they found a way. I mean, you know, that's what they do. You know, I'm going to say this about Smyrna. It's not real pretty. They're not great offensively. They're pretty good defensively. They just have found a way, and that was, you know, they had a pick six tonight, was their first score, and like I said, opportunistic on offense. A couple of big plays put them in position on their 2 offensive touchdowns. They just seem to find a way.
Well, they've got to do it on the road at Antioch next week, and I'm sure that will be a pretty big challenge, but they've got to be playing with a lot of confidence right now.
You know, I mean, the things are rolling their way right now. Antioch is a very big challenge. You're absolutely right about that. You know, they've had an infusion of new players down there, and they've got a new coach, and they've really turned things around. And Antioch has a very dynamic bunch of playmakers down there, so it's not the Antioch team of old by any stretch. So I think Smyrna understands the challenge that they're facing. But, you know, like you said, they're rolling there on a 4-game winning streak.
Well, I understand that you're going to try to play golf tomorrow.
That's yeah. Well, we got Rocky Fork Middle Baseball golf tournament. Hopefully I've got a couple ringers. It won't be if we do well. It won't be because of me. You know, I've been trying to get John Dinkins to give me a few lessons, but he's just too busy. I can't make the list. And but anyway, so yeah, we're going to try to see what we can do in the Rocky Fork Middle School Baseball Golf Challenge tomorrow.
All right. We'll have a fun time with that, Danny. Appreciate your reports tonight, and it must have been a really fun night. I'm sure a packed house out there.
Packed house, good night. Like I said, this is what high school football is all about. Spirit on both sides, bands blaring, packed stands, you know, ebb and flow, back and forth. Yeah, this is high school football at its best.
All right, Danny, appreciate that report tonight from Smyrna High School. Smyrna beat Stewart's Creek by a final score of 19-18, and that is a report from Danny Brewer and a Dr. Automotive in-broadcast report there. Dr. Automotive, the cure for your car. Danny and his brother Randy have been providing ASE-certified auto repair here in Rutherford County for decades. They grew up here. They're your neighbors, and they have foreign and domestic auto repair out there at Dr. Automotive on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, SmyrnaAutorepair.com. A few other scores on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Rockvale defeated JP2 35-14. It was Oakland over Coffee County 42-0. It was Beach defeating Siegel tonight 48-10. Again, Laverne 24, Green Hill 24. Loretto leads Eagleville 48-7 in the fourth quarter, and MTCS downs Kings Academy 47-7. We'll hand things over here to John Dinkins. We've got stats, we've got score updates and or scoring plays and all that kind of thing here coming up for you. So, John, take it away.
All right, Riverdale got on the scoreboard first on a 32-yard pass from Graham to Montgomery.
Sir Pizza game replays.
And a nice big hole opens up, and driving all the way to the pylon and to the end zone, in there for the touchdown, Warriors. And that touchdown is Brock Montgomery taking it to the house for 32 yards.
The acceleration that he had once he caught the ball, that's creating him space. Going short, a little short pass route, a little blocking in front, but when you've got that kind of player, you want to get the ball any way you can get it to him. It was 7-0 Riverdale. Riverdale scored again with 8:12 to go in the first on this 47-yard pass, again to Montgomery.
Sir Pizza game replays.
Swing pass out right side, and it's Mr. Montgomery again, and he's blazing down the sideline, and he's going to score! A 47-yard pass and catch. Graham to Montgomery, and the Warriors are off and running.
Well, that was all Montgomery. Split him out to the right, caught it, then made this move that I don't think I've ever seen before, and raced to the side to the touchdown. What a play, what a move. That was 13-0. The extra point was no good. Riverdale again scored with 1:24 to go in the first on a run by DJ Taylor.
Sir Pizza game replays.
DJ Taylor bounces it to the outside 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown. Taylor takes it 47 yards.
He is having himself a game. He has 104 yards here, and we haven't ended the first quarter yet. That made it 20-0. Then Blackman came with their first score, 7:24 to go in the second quarter on this pass from Gregory to Dragoo.
Sir Pizza game replays.
Here's Gregory to pass left side, has a man wide open, and he's there. John Dragoo for his third touchdown. Blackman Blaze.
Great fake. They all went to Perkins when Gregory faked the handoff, and Dragoo on the play action pass wide open. The extra point was good, 27 Riverdale. Riverdale bounced back, though, with 3:53 to go in the half. A 9-yard pass from Graham to Williams.
Sir Pizza game replays.
Pass is going to be complete right there at the goal line. Turns, spins, and is in. Touchdown. Warriors. Keyshawn Williams gets in from 9.
Nice execution there. That was really nice short drive by Riverdale, and special teams play kind of set that up. And Riverdale's in good shape here with 3:53 to go, leading 26-7, possibly more. You know, you think with 1:13 to go, Blackman scored with 1:13 to go on this play from Gregory to Bigelow.
Sir Pizza game replays.
Going to the end zone. Did he get in? Yes, sir. Touchdown. An 18-yard strike to Bigelow. Blaze TD.
He had him in his sights all the way. He threw a perfect strike. Dragoon got ahead of the defender and was able just to be wide open in the end zone. You know, that pass to Bigelow made it 27-14, and it looked like, well, we're going to have a game. Well, with 32 seconds to go in the half, this pass from Graham to Williams answered it.
Sir Pizza game replays.
They go left side. This time, sneaking free, and this is trouble. 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown. Warriors. Keyshawn Williams takes it 46 yards to the house.
Nice nifty move after he made the catch, and that's what makes Montgomery and Williams so dangerous. It's what they do with the ball after they catch it. Well, you would think that was the end of the scoring, but no, there was an interception by Riverdale, and they scored again with 10 seconds left.
Sir Pizza game replays.
Perkins running near side, tries to keep those legs churning and trying to get into the end zone. Yes, he does. Touchdown Blaze.
With the rush, number 6.
Looked like the Kansas City.
Here's Graham, pass to the end zone, touchdown. Warriors, Keyshawn Williams on an 11-yard strike after the Blaze interception. Costly interception, big touchdown for the Warriors.
It was 41-4. Graham is red hot. Coming in, he was 10 of 14, 200 yards, add 11 to it now. And it was 41-14. That's only at half. But we did have some scoring in the second half. Blackman scored with 8 minutes to go in the third on a run by Perkins.
Sir Pizza game replays.
Perkins running near side, tries to keep those legs churning and trying to get into the end zone. Yes, he does. Touchdown Blaze.
With the rush, number 6.
Looked like the Kansas City Chiefs on that one. Everybody pushed and pushed and pushed and got him in. That was a 41-21 score, Riverdale. Riverdale, though, scores twice, once with 6:12 to go in the third on a run by Graham.
Sir Pizza game replays.
And he's going to keep it himself and run it right into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Touchdown, Braden Graham.
Just a little quarterback draw, and I think he caught everybody off guard there. Big run, big play. It was 48-21 Riverdale. Game was pretty much out of reach then. Riverdale scored again on a 4-yard run by Verser, and then Blackman scored on a 5-yard TD run to make it the final score of 55-28. And those are your Sir Pizza replays.
We do it your way, Sir Pizza.
That's your Sir Pizza game replays. Be sure to check out WGNSSports.com for the podcast of the game and Sir Pizza for your next family night. Serving since 1965 with the best pizza in Rutherford County. They're ready to feed your hungry family on Memorial Boulevard, South Church at Veterans Parkway, and on East Main Street. Sir Pizza, good to the very edge.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Well, we don't have time for the stats. The Sir Pizza replays took an hour and a half. But no, we do have time. And Rod Edwards has the defensive stats for us tonight.
Okay, for defense, leading the Blackman Blaze in tackles, we had 2 with 5. They were Tristan Wilkerson and Trey McGaffey. With 3 tackles, we had Ian Carruthers, Anthony Hernandez, Josh Rochelle, and Rodney Urban, Archie Roseman, Riley Talley. Then for the Riverdale Warriors, our leading tackler, who was leading by quite a bit at halftime, is our Nicholas Morris. He had 10. And then we had, we got 5 with Jalen Thompson, who also had an interception in the game. 4 tackles by Gibson Frost, 4 by Traylon Davis. And I think that's our leading tacklers for the Riverdale Warriors.
All right. And let's take a look at those offensive stats. Gregory had a good night tonight. He was 17 of 30, 172 yards. He did throw 2 TDs and had a couple of interceptions, but against that Warrior defense, pretty good. Perkins had, 24 carries and wound up with 130 yards rushing. First half rushing for Blackman, 45. They rushed 79 in the second. Total 124. Passing, they passed for 110 in the first, 62 in the second for 172 yards total. And most of those was by Perkins. They final total for them, 155 yards in the game, rushing, 141 passing for 296 yards. Riverdale had a very explosive night tonight. They were led with DJ Taylor with 7 carries, 130 yards. Verser, 2 carries, 25 yards and a TD. And Graham, 7 carries, 18 yards. He also scored. Graham in the air, 17 of 26 for 313 yards, 5 touchdowns on the night. They rushed for 103 in the first, 69 in the second. Make that 100, yeah, that's correct, 172. They passed for 211 in the first, 102 in the second, for a total of 313. First half yardage, 314 total. Second half yardage in the air, 171 for a total, now get this, Brian, 485 yards of offense tonight for Riverdale. Those stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, and Winners Trophies.
All right. It's been a long night here, hasn't it?
Turned out to be, didn't it?
Yeah, sure did. Well, one quick run through on the scores, and we'll get out of here. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coach's Corner in the morning with myself and John. John's going to start us off, and I'll wrap us up in the morning. And that starts at 8 o'clock. So here we go. Appreciate it. Thank you. Rod?
You're welcome, Brian. Rod, we like you too. We're welcome.
Well, I'm glad you do.
We're not going to be the last ones out of here, but close, it looks like. All right, here we go with the finals tonight. MTCS beats Kings Academy 47-7. It was this one just in, Loretto 48, Eagleville 21. Big win tonight for Laverne, 27-24 over Green Hill. Green Hill was 6-1 and fall to Laverne tonight. Beach 48, Siegel 10. Oakland 42, Coffee County nothing. Rockvale 35, JP2 14. It was Smyrna 19, Eagleville 18 tonight. And in our broadcast game here this evening, Riverdale in the Kreisky Bowl, the backyard brawl, defeating, I think it's Big Brother. I think Big Brother lost? Oh, the Better Brother. That's what the sign said, yeah. I can't remember which one's minutes older. Yeah, it was the sign that said #Big Brother. But anyway, Riverdale 55, Blackman 28. That's your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Again, Coach's Show in the morning. Hope you will join. Catch everything at WGNS Sports Radio on Twitter and WGNS Sports on WGNSSports.com on the intranet. There you go. All right, that's all the updates we have for you. My thanks to John Dinkins and Rod Edwards here and our producer Jackson Smith. Hope you enjoyed our game tonight. For those two and for Jackson, I'm Brian Barrett from Watts Tomahawk Stadium, Riverdale High School. Our final score again, Riverdale 55, Blackman 28. So long until the next time we meet at the game.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
We now return to regular programming on News Radio WGNS.